you think I should set it to more kilobits?
No. No, it works great the way it is. Don't fix stuff that's working.
I saw there were some people lingering or congregating. I figured I'd just click start. We're here.
We're here early.
Hey, Mark.
Very early.
Not very early. A few minutes early. We're sitting here arguing with each other. Now we have you to argue with. Good to see you, Mike.
Tell them what really happened. We're
not
arguing.
We're not.
We were running a little bit late. We came up here and everything worked smoothly. Amazing, right? And it's not freezing cold in here. We got the heat going, and it was not cold today. It was about 62, 63 degrees outside, which compared to what it's been, it's very warm.
Very good.
And it's 70 degrees in here. It's pretty nice.
JG Mopar's here. Welcome in.
What is that black thing right
there? It's a screw. The screw head?
No.
Is it center of the 2x4?
No, that black looks like a funnel up there on top of the...
Oh, it's a funnel.
It is.
Mike N says, red drink? Yes, show them your red drink.
I threw the thing away.
Here
it is. It's this stuff.
Mike says, it's Christmas, families argue. Oh, yeah, we argue.
What's that?
You know what it is, right, is we are night owls. It is just in our nature, like when we don't have something we have to do, we divert back to nocturnal functioning. Well, today was too nice a day to pass up. And there was like stuff that needed to be done. We needed to drain the gas tank out of this because we got a weld in the trunk, and I do not want to weld on top of that tank. Just it's too risky.
And it was full to the
And when you
red tongue.
When you step
I got a red tongue.
When you step in the trunk and it does this, you can smell gas because of the vent and everything like that. And it was like, okay, we got to do something. There's a lot of stuff happening.
JG Mopar come in? Mexican Spec saying hi to JG Mopar. I don't see him.
Mopar's
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I said hello to him already.
Oh, I missed that. I was talking.
Hey, Mexican Spec. Mexican Spec had another good live today.
I missed half of it because I had to get back up here.
I missed most of it. I was out here welding.
She was working, and she says, "You're gonna miss."
Yeah.
You're gonna miss Mexican Spec, and I went.
Well, we had already drained the gas tank, and he was like, "I think I need it," and I was like, "You know what? I'll bet you it's time. You better go check in." Mexican Spec has been good to us. He spends many hours. We do a lot of live streamings. He's here for most of them. And so, like, I don't like to miss his streams, and we were bad about it for a while, and it's like, no. Go and at least say hi and check in for a little while. So we were able to do that. And then when he went to the store, I was able to clean up from the welding and go in and catch the end of the stream.
2 days in a row, I got in my Zephyr, the Z sled. Well, choke started right up. He's choking a little bit. Drove off, went to the store.
He went to the store.
Came back by myself.
In his car.
Which is, I actually have a car.
His car's a daily actual drive.
Actually, I can just drive it.
I mean,
yeah, we're early, Patrick. Sorry about that.
Jeep.
Kim, we were sitting here, and Kim goes, "I'm going on early." I go, "Why?" And she goes, "I'm going on early." And on she went. So, okay, we're here early. I don't know why.
Mexican Spec is solid. Yeah, I mean, he's the GOAT of...
I think Mark Sauvé was in Mexican Spec. Mexican Spec, I went in there.
Moderators?
I was the only one in there. Mexican Spec says, "You know what? I didn't let anybody know." And then pretty soon people started popping in. Did you see the NTSB photos? Well, yeah, the luggage door is missing, but I watched Blocolario. I mean, the question is, did the luggage door come off way back and cause the emergency, or did the luggage door come off when they hit all those trees? I mean, and that the number 2 engine was all destroyed, the inlet to the engine. But again, did that happen when they hit all the trees, or did that happen
running into trees can happen,
or did that happen when the luggage went in the intake? I don't know.
Yikes.
I mean, that has happened before.
JG Mopar says it's a good day to go out driving.
Well, and that's when I responded, said I went driving today. And I don't drive at night very much.
No.
So I went to the store, but by the time I come out, it was dark. So I started the car up. And
does anybody remember those polarizing glasses you used to be able to get? They're supposed to make it so that the glare is not so glaring at night. They're not like sunglasses. They're polarizing.
Do any of you watch Blanco Lirio? Blanco Lirio does a really good report on these kind of things, and he was he's done two maybe three real good reports on this citation accident. And the question is, did the door and the luggage leave during does that create the emergency, or did that happen because of the emergency? It ain't too bad for oncoming lights. Yeah, me too.
And the oncoming lights are getting much harsher. They're more blue, and they're more
it's terrible.
Yeah, and they people don't adjust them as much. I mean, it can be really bad. Like it's worse than it used to be.
See that Mexican specs kid said he got all A's in his classes this semester. Yeah.
Congratulations. That is fantastic. That's
almost
really important.
Almost Dr. Spec.
That means he is focused on his studies, and so you can forgive him for not stopping in. Plus, he's a kid. He's thinking he doesn't want to go into Dad's car live stream.
You don't expect that the brighter lights, have Blanco Lirio paused at the moment. Okay, yeah, and he's a great guy. The experiences he has, he's a guy to listen to, and he does a good report. And what he does is say, this is what the NTSB is likely to look at. This and this and this and this and this. Instead of just making up something, pulling it out of his ass, what's wrong. And, you think there are breaks coming at you. Tonight, coming back, like I said, drove at night, left the grocery store, I'm headed out. And the lights are kind of normal. I'm not having trouble. And then I see somebody in my rearview mirror. And they are just killing me, man. I'm thinking, somebody back there with LEDs that are cheap ones that you can't aim, and that's what's getting me. And they got up really close to me, and I was going 10 over the speed limit. So, it used to be, like back when I was learning to drive, 10 over the speed limit, you were going to get a ticket. It was going to be harsh. Now 10 over, everybody goes 10 or 20 or 30 over, and the police do nothing. So I don't know what that's all about.
They can't stop everyone.
So somebody came up behind me, and they got about 3 or 4 car lengths behind me. The lights are just killing me, lighting up the whole inside of the car. They turned the high beams down. I thought, that guy waited, or woman, waited all the way till they got too close to me.
Oh, to turn on
high beams down. And then it was fine.
John Wilburn's here. Welcome in, John. Lester LeSabre is here.
John Wilburn, no eyeballs, just footprints.
Paw prints.
Yes, interesting.
Paw prints. That's Puppy. Welcome from the
That's his how's your dog doing? Oh, let's see. Oh God, it's nice in here tonight. It's 70 degrees in here. Unbelievable.
I don't even need this sweatshirt.
I've been wearing like sweatpants, pants, t-shirt, 2 sweatshirts, hood up, hat, just sitting in here like this for a couple hours. And now, tonight, I'm comfortable in here.
Yeah, there's the weather report from Buff Del Campo.
Let's see, I love the rear view mirror in the Durango. It dims the mirror automatically with bright lights. That helps. I have a thing that flips on mine, but it doesn't line up perfectly. I'd rather not use it, but when I get somebody behind me that's doing that, I almost have to. And then, of course, the mirrors on the outside, I leave them out just a little bit, so I can lean this way and see, or lean that way and see, but then the lights don't just blast me right in the eyes, which helps. European Light Tech needs to make it to the U.S. Adaptive headlights. Well, you know what? The headlights that I see, like I've driven cars that have LEDs in them that just have a sharp cutoff about 100, 125 feet out in front of the car. Those are great. But these aftermarket ones that people put in that have no possibility of aiming because there's no reflector, there's no lens, there's nothing that aims the LEDs. They just lights like this. Those things are terrible.
Yes.
And that's not because we don't have European tech. That's because some shit company makes that crap and people buy it. And
John Wilburn says, Jethro is snoring beside me right now. We've been out of town a few days. He's resting up from not getting a nap today. That's right. John Wilburn was in someplace tropical. What did he say? He said he was at the gingerbread house. Glad to have you tonight, John. And Mexican Spec says he's out now for a Christmas vacation. I would think most people are off for Christmas vacation now.
Who's off for Christmas vacation?
His son from college.
Oh.
Yeah. He's up on all his, he's probably caught up. He's probably so relieved getting everything done before vacation.
Yeah, and Mark Sylvain says the way you set your side view mirror is actually the way people are supposed to set them. That's right. You're not supposed to look down the side of the car. You're supposed to look away from the side of the car a little bit. So if you lean enough, you can see the corner of the car. And that is the correct way to do it. And that way you can see people in the lanes. But I know most people aim them terribly. But, yep.
Mexican Spec says, I hope I get a car sale so I can take them with me or with us. Oh, man. Getting a car sale at the end of December sounds very difficult.
Man,
I hope so. I hope you have success. But, man, that sounds like I don't know.
I've been thirsty since I ate dinner. And it
was kind of salty and spicy.
Well, Kim made some squash. I bought some squash. It sat in the refrigerator for what, a day, 2 days?
2.
She goes, I got to do something with this. I said, okay. So she cuts it up and shakes some kind of stuff in it. And it always tastes good when she does that. And she cooked it in a frying pan. Gave me some. She took some. Man, there's some red cayenne pepper or something.
I did put some pepper in there.
And it got in my throat, and I started sneezing and coughing and coughing and sneezing and coughing. It tastes so good. Does something to my throat.
Mexican
so I'm still drinking.
Said last year I sold 2 this time. Wow.
What was that?
Wow. Something fell down.
Something just fell way over there all by itself.
I don't know. The heat must have.
Look at this.
Paul Pajui is here. He says, season's greetings, Kim and Buff. Thank you. Same to you as well. And to all of you, actually. Braden is here. He says he got a mini V8 RC ad. Okay, you get 2 points.
That's interesting. Wait a minute. Who made the mini V8 RC
Well,
ad?
if you knew the brand name, that would be better, but I'm not going to give you too much grief because sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Yeah,
sometimes it's one of those things like it doesn't really tell you unless you click on it.
Look at
and
this.
Nobody wants to click on it.
Look at this.
What?
See this?
Oh, I gave you a good haircut today.
I had this mop on my head. I covered it with a hat. Then I had to force my hat on because it's too tight. Now my hat just goes on. Kim gave me a haircut, which I desperately needed. I asked her if she wanted to cut it or if I could cut it. She ran to me to cut it.
Is it a haircut or is it a hair?
I was just gonna take the thing, go over my head and cut it all off.
He had a mop.
And because I had enough. And my barber ran away.
I think they deported him.
I had a really good barber. And he wants me to text him, and then he'll reply what time to come in. Okay, so I do that. And he texts me back and he goes, we closed the shop for a while or something like that. So, all right. So Kim trimmed my hair a little bit. And that was, 2 months ago. So I text him back. I go, are you open yet? He goes, no, I'm sorry, we moved out of state. I'm like, oh no. So I start looking for other barbers.
It's expensive.
Well, but this guy was charging like $20 or $22, something like that, for just a military-like haircut. And so I started looking around, and everybody's charging like $40 and $45. I'm like, where's that going to come from? I can't do that. So I was just going to cut it off. And then Kim cut it for me.
I use the trimmers, and then I use my fingers with the scissors up on top.
Came out really good.
I took some extra time. Got around the ears and everything.
So now I guess
I even got those really rough hairs that grow out of his ears like a bush. I got those.
So now I owe her $45, I guess.
He does. He owes me $45.
Tomorrow I will have Mrs.
Welcome in, Slimo.
Oh, who else is here? Slimo's here.
He asked how the weather is. It's about 50 outside, and it's almost 70 here in the shop. It's warm enough.
I was going to pick up my phone, but this is a piece of steel.
You know what that steel is for?
This is going to have a hole cut in it. It's plans for a turbo.
That's the turbo.
The phone
plate
is in my pocket.
Braden
Did you trace this out for that piece of steel?
No. Braden got a power stop brake upgrade kit ad when I click out of the chat.
I'm looking to see. She has no license. She only gets $22.50. Well, she gets $22.50 with no license.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, I'm going to see what temperature it is right now. It's 55 degrees Fahrenheit here. And in the shop, it's 70. It's just nothing wrong with that.
Hey, Faith. Welcome in.
Faith's here, too.
Yeah, I was chatting with Braden and Faith on Braden's Live.
Oh.
Was it last night for a little,
how
for
did
a
I
little
miss
while?
that? I missed that.
He streams a lot. And I just stopped in and...
That turned green.
Gave him a view and hung out for a bit. They were chatting about it. He was showing some of his Christmas presents, early Christmas presents. Spoilers for his early Christmas presents. He got some good stuff.
We're making a video of this, but should I put a spoiler out or not? What we did today?
Oh, I mean, I would think that we're going to talk about what we're working on, the progress we're making. Why? Why? What did we do?
Braden says it's 11 below right now. Oh my God.
Whoa.
And 17 mile an hour wind. You know what I do when it's 11 below and a 17 mile an hour wind? I get inside and I don't go out.
36 below tonight? I didn't think you were that far north. Where's Braden at?
It's like northern Wisconsin or something.
Oh.
He's up there near Canada.
He's far enough north that he's past the break and he's into full-on winter.
All that wind comes out of Alberta and everything, and it just...
Very mild day today. Tomorrow's 10 degrees colder, and then it's...
JG Mopar, it's like 56 in my area of Southern California. Yeah, it's 55 degrees here right now.
We got a really mild day.
And today it was 63 during the day while we were out there working. Well, this is what we did. That gas tank in this car right here was full to the brim. Somehow we screwed up and got it too full. So, hi, Dean. Okay. Anyway, we got it too full.
And Main Street Mopar's here.
So we pulled it outside and pulled it over. We had all the cars together. And we took a fuel pump and tried to pump it out of the tank. And I don't know. You know how it is when you just know something's going to work and then it doesn't work? Well, that didn't work. So we used the old siphon hose, the one where you go, chink, 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 chink. It's got a little...
I know. Thing. We fought with the pump and
it's like an hour screwing around with stuff that doesn't work.
And we were yelling at each other, and it was so frustrating.
So
then he uses a siphon.
So I used a siphon hose. We filled up a 5-gallon can, poured it in the car. Filled up a 5-gallon can again, poured it in the car. We did about 3 of those. And so now we have gas in all our cars, and this one's almost out, which is good.
Yeah, I'm going to take the tank out so we can weld.
What's really good is I gave this thing like 3 shots of gas, and it started right up and drove it.
Yeah, if you notice the thumbnail picture, the car was sitting outside. Yeah. That was taken today.
Yeah, that picture was taken today. It was outdoors. So they have an electric pump now to take gas out. Oh, we have one of those. It just didn't work right. We have 2 of those.
You know what? We have pumps. The one that I didn't have the right size hose. For some reason, the intake is real big, so I was trying to adapt down to a smaller hose, but then it was sucking air, and it wasn't working right, and it was just like, it just wasn't going good.
What
and
happened
it
to the
should have gone, it's sitting outside, because I didn't want to bring anything with gasoline inside because we're running the stove.
Okay, it's right outside the door?
It is.
I'm going to go get it.
Yeah, it should be dried up by now.
I just set the top to my drink down, and I can't find it. Here it is. I don't want to set the drink down without a top. You know why? Because it'll spill. That's why I like plastic bottles with a top. And hello, Todd Saw. How you doing? Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. Mark Sauvé said, oh, Todd Saw is here. Welcome in. I found the video where I learned to adjust my mirrors. It came from a Canadian show called Motoring 95. Actually, it's Motoring TV, but they added a year so the name would change every year. I see. I learned how to adjust my mirrors, I don't know how I learned, but I know how to do it now. You want it in such a way that you can see when you're just looking, you can see. So if you need to change lanes, you don't really have a blind spot. And if you need to see the side of the car, you lean forward. And if you need to see further out, you lean backwards, and it works. The same with this mirror over here. I don't know.
Siphon hose. I don't know if you even see these. This has a valve on this end. This is the end you stick in the gas. And you go like that. You can hear a little...
The gas sucks in, but it won't drop back out really easy.
When it comes in, but then it won't allow it to go back out.
Man, he spilled gas everywhere with that thing, but at least we got it going, and then it was like... Whoa.
So, anyway, jiggle hose. Yeah, there's another name we call it, but it
works.
Yeah, it worked quite well.
Is it an obscene name?
It's an obscene name. So, anyway, those things are really simple and they work quite well. So, yeah. Oh, it's a little cooler outside.
Oh, they're talking about it will be automatic. Dean says, Mexican Spec says to Dean, it will be automatic. She wants to be able to listen to the chat and watch the roads so we don't take wrong turns again.
This is, seems C-Max that the text-to-voice, voice-to-text AI apps are just terrible. AI is like, what, 15% right? You know, that was a failing grade when I was in school, 15% right. I mean, that was so far below failing, and now that's our standard. Amazing. You used to call those Oklahoma credit cards. What is that? What's an Oklahoma credit card? Oh, those things. Oh, because people would go to somebody else's car. Oh,
how do you get? You won't go in there, will it?
No, because there's a little flapper valve in there. No, we used them in the airplanes a lot because a lot of times gas tanks are up high, and you can put a can up above, and then just jiggle that thing and fill the airplane up when you're somewhere where there's not a gas, regular thing.
Braden says his grandpa has one because he used to work on snowmobiles. And he has all different tools and DeWalt, all the different clutches. Cool.
Mrs. Dean says, Dean Stevenson, don't talk on this chat, and B, don't let Dean Stevenson use emojis. Fixed. What? Dean, you didn't notice I did that to you in Mexican Specs. I don't think he noticed because he didn't say anything to me about it. He said he was talking something with his alien wife. So I put up a little alien picture. And he never said a word about it. That was in Mexican Specs.
I mean, this is one of the old things, but it's even still, it has the divider, and it would be easy. I guess you could get a small hose in there.
Maybe, yeah.
So,
and Faith said she got a new phone today.
Oh, she said she was getting like an iPhone 17 or something. That's big time. You'll be able to use that to make your food videos, Faith. That would be great. Oh, why did Mean Street Mopar give us?
Oh, and Luis is here. Yeah, did you say hi to Luis? I don't know. I just saw him. Yeah, he's here.
Oh, no, I didn't. Hello, Luis. Welcome in.
He's even got number 3, which means he's been talking. We haven't been paying attention.
Sorry.
What is this? Mark Sauvé. I'm hungry, but I've been forbidden to eat my normal snacks because my wife wants to make little snack plates for Christmas.
Nope. Josh Homan is here. Welcome in, Josh. Glad to have you. We did start early. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Happy holidays.
Well, during the first, what we call the gas shortage, which is, a petrol or fuel shortage, in the 70s, people would take a pan or something and they'd find a car, and of course they couldn't siphon it easy, or they're too stupid to do that. They'd just take a ice pick or something, wham, in the bottom of the tank, and then drain the person's tank out. And then they the gas to be gone, and then they go to put more gas in, it's pouring right out on the ground. Nice people. Yeah. Oh, Luis, new video.
Oh, great. Thanks, Mexican Spec. World of Wood Chip is here. Welcome. Welcome in. It is Saturday night, live from Clarksville, Tennessee. Cleanup crew. We do have a lot of cleaning up to do.
Today was a long day for us. We've done this a couple of times. We've been, what's Dean say? I was doing the housework. Mrs. X, she was worried about the house being spotless, so I missed the alien. It was right after you said alien. I put that up, that little alien emoji, and he never said a word. I didn't know. It's like, okay. He usually picks stuff out like that, but I see what happened now. He wandered away from the chat. So yeah, we were busy all day outside. Kim wore herself out.
All day.
No, you know what? Enough that you wore yourself out.
I wore myself out, but you know what I really did? I poisoned myself. The reason I had to work outside, I had to take that bed, which you could see right there behind his. Turns out, underneath the paint on that truck bed from the Ford, it's galvanized, and it stinks. It makes this awful smoke, and I was feeling really sick the other day after making some tack welds and stuff like that, and I realized it's galvanized, so there's a bunch of welding that needed done, so I needed to take it outside, but it didn't I mean, it was windy too. It was blowing the smoke away. I thought it'd be fine, but when I was done, I felt sick. I do feel a lot better already, and I mean, I wasn't breathing it in, but I guess just being there with the smoke, you know, it's
I thought there was enough wind. I thought it just carried away.
Oh, it's nasty stuff. I was like, I was feeling so sick.
So yeah, we did a couple things. We drank. Oh, and Ray's here. Hey Ray, how you doing? So we drained the gas out of this thing. We had it out away from the shop a little ways. We put gas in two of our other cars, which is my car and the Jeep. So they're both almost full. That's pretty nice. And then Kim, we took this floor, this bed, which is behind me, got it out there, and she had welded it. One side was a little crooked, so she had to go out there and grind the welds off and straighten it and re-weld it. But outside, because of the galvanized
so now it's
metal,
more ready to weld into the car.
But it's straight now, and it's leaning there. I guess we could put it in there and show it off a little, but I don't know.
Well, the other option is turbo stuff.
Well, we got turbo stuff to do. What was the other thing? We had something else to do.
Twin turbo skis.
What was the other thing we had to do? I remember there was something else we had to do too.
Shorts.
Sorry, Mexico. Yeah, Greg, that's Carl Edwards Jr. They're all friends back in the day. Yeah. Stinking airplanes. Twin Brook Acres. New person here. Hey, good evening. How you doing?
Hello, welcome in.
I don't know why it was so hard for me to
greetings, Earthlings.
It was so hard for me to say that.
That's not their first time being here.
Really? Okay, maybe I missed that.
It takes us a little time to learn names.
What time is it?
And I think that is somebody that we know. It's just their name is different than what we're used to. But it's okay.
No. Am I sitting upside down? No.
So
I can't do that. My hands used to do that. They won't do that anymore.
It's a shame about Greg Biffle. And I didn't really know Greg Biffle a lot. I'm not super NASCAR oriented, but from what I hear, he was a really good guy. And they were talking about a bunch of the stuff that he did as hurricane relief last year when there was all that mess, and they just a good-natured, decent guy, and it's a shame to hear anybody have that happen, and I don't know, it's awful. My heart goes out to them.
Airplane accidents. Well, when did I quit flying?
I don't know.
Good 10 years ago. More than that. 2010. 15 years ago. All the flying I did after that was unmanned stuff.
Oh,
although I did ride in a few airplanes.
Twin Brook was one of the model car people, I'll bet. They probably came over with Kevin.
Is Kevin here?
You're up past your bedtime. No, I didn't say Kevin was here, but I think they came in with Kevin. Before
I'm up past my bedtime. Well, oh yeah, I remember that. What do you call that thing? His gizmo thing.
Yeah, little Maple Leaf. And 38 Racing is here. Welcome in, Ray.
Well, I said hi to him earlier, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't see his name
from Orc, yeah, Mort from Orc.
Kevin has not appeared. I mean, so he might be busy with stuff.
And John Cope's here.
Hey, how you doing, John?
Yeah, and somehow we got in the discussion on one of the other.
Merry Christmas.
One of the others. I guess it was in John Cope's. Or John
Cope.
I should say John Cope. John Wilburn's channel. We were talking about. I think it was there. God, I don't know. I've been in so many lives about hot dogs, and I saw John Cope approved my hot dog as being a Chicago hot dog.
Said it was authentic.
And then
enough?
Dean Stevenson wanted me to put ketchup on it.
Put ketchup on it.
Tavo is not very late. Where's Tavo? Is Tavo here?
I haven't seen him yet. Southern Comfort food. Ooh, I don't know.
I went to the store and I bought stuff twice.
Yeah, he got paid and now he's just going to the grocery store.
I'm almost out of money.
Spend it all in one place.
All the bills. I paid the electric bill.
How can you be all out of money? It's only been a week.
I got paid on Wednesday.
What are you going to do the rest of the month?
I don't know. And I stored up some food. And I paid all the bills.
Thank you for paying all the bills.
And that's kind of my job.
We've got electricity, which gives us heat. We've got water.
You know, it was good.
Those are my Christmas presents this year. Heat and water. I like that. That's a good thing.
Should I talk about my son?
You absolutely can, yeah.
My son, my oldest son, sent me a Christmas present already. Has it been a half an hour already? Okay, so
yes, it's been a half an hour.
Needs EBT food. No.
Yeah.
No. I don't do that.
He doesn't have it.
I don't take from others.
You're not taking from others. The government prints money. You might as well take their money.
So,
if you don't, they'll just buy stupid stuff like government does.
What is this, Dean Stevens? It was about $85 Chicago hot dogs. With DZ, the $85 for Chicago hot dog. I don't know about that. Anyway, no, I worked 55 years and I got Social Security now, and that's how I buy my food and pay my bills. So, you know, it's a little tight, but I worked for it. Let's see here. I know I wouldn't pay $85 for a hot dog. Yeah, the Chicago hot dogs here, we buy 2 of them and it's almost $12, so they're something under $6 a piece. Kim's crawling under the car for some reason all of a sudden. Anyway, my son, to get back to my son sent me a Christmas present, and I actually thought it was spam at first. It said something like, drive a supercar for a day or something, but then it had my son's name, and I thought, why would that be? Clicked on it, and what he did was bought me, it's 3 laps in a supercar at on a super speedway. And it's like, what the hell? So I went in there, and I had to pick out a car, and I picked out a Lamborghini. Which one was it? Huracan. And but that one was too expensive. He didn't give me enough money for that one. So my second choice was a C8 Corvette, a Corvette Z06. And there was enough money for that one. His gift certificate was enough. So I reserved a spot to drive a Z06 around a super speedway. It says no speed limit. And they have an instructor with you. And you go out and you get 3 laps in this thing. And so they fill the reservations up pretty quickly. So I got a reservation.
Kind of be a neat.
I got a reservation in June.
That could maybe be a video to do.
And Kim is getting she gets a pit pass, so she'll be there and she'll get some video of it, I guess. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go out and see how fast the Z06 will go around the. It's in the Speedway is Nashville. It's a Nashville NASCAR track, whatever that's called. And I don't know how long it is. Vintage just got a Wix ad, so I guess he gets a couple points.
2 points.
2 points. Kim yells from under the car.
Wix? Oh, Wix, that's the website.
There's 2 different Wixes.
I was thinking Wix Furniture when I was a kid.
I was thinking Wix oil filters. But I know
yeah, Wix makes oil filters.
They make oil filters and websites.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Mark Sylvain says there's something like that near Montreal at the Mirabel Airport. Half the airport is leased for 40 years. It's a race facility. You know, in San Luis Obispo, California, back in the early 60s, they used to have once a year, they block off the airport and they make it it was an all-day thing, and they do road racing, and it was like a couple-mile course. And I used to go out there with my father and watch those races. It was really fun, but
oh my
they quit doing that.
These move! Oh my gosh, it's down here brushing them and spraying them. I figured I was going to fight that they just move.
Okay, you're not going to have any gas spilling, are you?
No, what do you mean?
Okay, I just want to make sure that because we have a fire going in here.
I know. No, okay. I'm just taking the straps.
Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to keep up with this. Faith says, I will do a $50 when I start my job. I will do $50 when I start my job. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, spam is
Faith,
supposed
you don't have
to be.
Give us anything, hon.
Spam is supposed to be spiced ham. That's actually where the name came from. Okay, Slimo. Hey, Buff, I had a close-up view of a Eurocopter EC-130. They were checking out my farmhouse with heat vision. My bass player gets us all in trouble. Somebody sending like $3 or $4 help out the cause of your boy.
No.
Is broke. Let's see here. Mark Sylvain, if you go on Google Maps and look down at the Mirabel Airport, you can see the road course. Oh, that's pretty good. Drag strip. Vintage says, he's talking to Ray. I'm waiting for a fuel cell and wheels for my slicks. Okay. But he's talking to Ray. Dean says, Army food, very good, or spaceship spam in a can. Oh, yeah, I remember all that. That's what these say. You're like spam in a can. Let's see, I'm skipping some. Louis says 1973 Plymouth satellite. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Pit Snipes here. Good evening.
Hey, Pit. Welcome in.
Faith says, I feel bad for everybody that's struggling now. I think everybody's struggling.
Everybody is struggling. We complain, but we're fine. Our bills are paid. There's food in the refrigerator. We got our car. Look how nice this car is.
Yep. Braden says, has anybody tried space food or Army survival? Army survival? You mean like MREs? I used to live on MREs.
I think we have a little bit of a
Ray says, I'm hoping Santa will bring me some slicks. Make sure your chimney's really big.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Faith says, I have tried Army meals.
I mean, they're not so bad.
What is this? MRI, 3 lies in a row. What is this? Somebody had an MRI or MRE? I'm not sure. An MRI is something else. It shouldn't be checking out your house for any reason. Let's see here. It's spam, peanut butter, and dill pickles. Straight toasted. I'm gonna do a spam. It isn't even spam. It's the generic spam. It looks just like spam, but it has some store name on it. It was like half the price of spam. And I'm gonna do a recipe with that. I'll probably make a short of that, or maybe even a long form video. Let's see. Meeting like this, Miss Anna's gonna suspect something. Heck. Hey, don't forget food, Kim and Buff. Don't forget food. No, I went to the store like 2 days ago, maybe yesterday. I don't know. And then today I went and I bought a lot of stuff that's going to keep for a while because I like vegetables, but vegetables don't last very long. You got to eat them quickly or they go bad. So we take like one big, like a Walmart run every month, and then we make little runs to the store for the vegetables.
You imply little runs, but they're still over $100.
I made a little run today with just a few bags of stuff, and it was $69.
Yeah, it gets expensive fast.
What is your prison food, jail food you're making? Mine.
There's no.
What would be a wet burrito? I don't know. I never even think about prison or jail food. I know a guy that was in prison for quite a while, and they used to make they'd get together and take all their food and save some of it, and mix it different ways, and cook it some strange way. And he'd tell me all about it. But it's been a long time since he was locked up, like 20 years. He's whatever the problem was, he solved it.
Hey, could you toss me a couple paper towels so if a few drops of gasoline drip out, I can catch them right?
Paper towels coming up.
I hope this comes off easy.
God, Mexican Spec says they're spending $100 a week. Yeah, we're spending that pretty easily. There's one big paper towel. I don't know what all you need down there, Kim.
Well, that'll help a lot.
Did you undo the top? No, you got the top still hooked up. How are you going to drop the tank?
What are you talking about?
The filler neck.
Well, that doesn't last. Because I don't want to get gas in the garage.
Right. Danny Boyd's here. Hey, how you doing?
Maybe I should just cut this line.
I know several guys who got sent to prison. Nearly all of them had a school teacher for a mom. It says $20 for a bag of coffee. I say, yikes. Kind of worth it.
Well, that's the import taxes raised the price up a lot.
So, I don't drink coffee, but Kim does. Yeah. If I don't have coffee, I might drink coffee once a year or something, but I certainly wouldn't miss it if it wasn't there. But Kim, first thing as soon as she wakes up, we got one of those curd machines, and she fills her own little curd thing. We don't use the plastic things. She buys coffee and puts it in there. So she'll go turn my water on. So I'll go in and punch the thing, and it starts warming up. And then she gets herself out of bed, straight for the coffee machine.
It's dripping all down my arm. No.
Gas going down your arm?
Help me.
Oh no, we can't have loose gas in here. Do you really have gas falling out?
Yeah, I need more.
What do you need? Tell me what you need.
Give me more paper towels.
Oh my God.
And then give me a pair of channel locks so I can clamp this off or something. I don't know why.
Channel locks?
It's leaking gas out of it.
Okay, I'm trying to get this stuff together. There's no channel lock. Here. You got these for temporary. Got them? I can smell it. Here. Can you reach me?
I don't know what you're giving me.
No, something.
No, I need something to clamp it with.
Thought you might be able to hold it. Where's all the clampers? Really be nice if stuff got put away. So this is probably not good enough.
Okay.
Here.
What is it?
These things.
Okay, I can't look away right this second.
Where do you want me to give them to you?
Just give me a second. Okay. Hold this. What can I... Yeah, give me those.
And while I'm looking for a pair of needle nose pair of those, which I don't know where those are. That'll work?
Yep.
Cannot have gas falling out of the car.
I know. I didn't think it was going to do this.
We got a big old fire in the fire pit, and we got gasoline.
Oh, hey. What can you gas on? Okay.
Faith says Kim is making me laugh. Yeah, Mexican Spec says the gas tank is never really empty from siphoning. Yeah, what happened was the 5-gallon gas can was getting full. I had to stop the siphon. Well, then it's almost empty, but you can't start the siphon again because there's not enough in there to start the siphon. So yeah, there's fuel in the tank. And then I had to drive the car back in here. You okay down there, Kim? I'm kind of listening to hear what Kim's going to say.
I'm fine.
She says she's fine. Did you make the gas stop?
Yeah.
You sure we're good?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. And Braden has, I was just ready to read his thing and he retracted them all, so I don't know what's going on there. Danny Boyd says, I used to eat cherry Kool-Aid straight out of the package, no water. I've done stuff like that when I was a kid. Danny Boyd, Tang is better. It doesn't just make colored water. It has some substance to it. It's called Pixie Sticks powder. Then it says this car has some rust, but it's not too bad. The passenger floor is pretty rusty. That's about it. What are you talking about? Let's see. I don't know what that's in reference to. It's vintage. He's talking to Mexican Spec about a car with, I don't know which. Okay. It stops me from ending idiots. Stops me from ending idiots. Man, I've lost track of what's going on in the chat because nothing's making sense to me because I missed a bunch of it. Domino's used to give them out with pizza. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, Danny Boyd says, man, these commercials are coming up sooner than a half hour. I've got them for 30 minutes, and I know they're coming up every 15 minutes. I'm clicking out of them. But after a while, I'll let a couple of them go just so they don't shut us down because they gotta make some money.
Yeah.
Not just us, they have to make some money. People smoking Smarties.
I think there's still a lot of gas in there.
There could be a lot of gas in there because remember we just couldn't get the siphon started again. It's a big flat tank, and if it's you got to keep that little valve under gas. In the liquid, I should say, and couldn't do it. It says I used to throw Folgers in my lip like dip. Oh my God. If I'm telling next about my buddy's 76 Dodge Aspen wagon with a freshly rebuilt 318 and a swapped in 5-speed. Oh, that's interesting. And an Aspen wagon. In 76, I like that. Is that the first year? I think that's the first year. I like those first year, whatever that body is. Except I don't really like the transverse torsion bars, but I like the way those cars look, and I especially like the Plymouth, whatever that thing was called. Same car, but it was Plymouth. The Volare. I like the grill and everything on the first year Volare. I don't know why I like that.
There was a lot of Volare wagons around when they were 70s, late 70s.
Danny Boyd, I used to eat sugar a lot as an adult. Sugar will F you up, so I stopped. Just eating sugar. What'd you have for dinner? Sugar.
How come gas tanks are so miserable to work? It's the worst. I gotta lay on the ground. Cold. Can't reach.
Sugar's at the top of my food pyramid, says Mexican Spec. My son asked me I am still alive. Yeah, the food pyramid. What a joke that is. That's like my mother's age. That's what they were taught to. They were taught to use that. Then it says it was a 318 Dodge Dakota. It's an AX15. I'm not sure what that is.
That's the transmission.
Oh, an AX15. Kim knows what that is.
Yeah. That's a good transmission to get.
Mexican spec.
You almost have to buy an old Dakota to get a transmission like that.
It says I used to drink a bear of honey before each racetrack. Remember those bears full of honey?
I don't know what you're saying.
It's a bottle. It looks like a bear. It's got honey.
There's still a lot of gas.
Okay, so what we got to do?
We took 10 gallons out of here.
I know, but we can't be having.
I got to cap this all off.
Yeah.
I got to cap this all off.
Yeah, with something.
Okay, well, I guess I'll get it.
I don't know what to get, Kim, and I'm trying to do this. I can get up and get something, but I don't know what to use. That's not a good thing.
Well, I need something to start.
Here. This might be better. But we maybe ought to put something metal over it. I don't know. Here, that's not good thing. Of course, that won't be good if it gets gas on it, but if that's up at the top, it may not. Kodiak is a version of Grizzly made by the same company, just higher grade than Grizzly, but it's made of the same company. I don't know what they're talking about. And, oh, yeah, okay. And then Mexican spec says meth or chew will mess up your teeth. Yep. Dean Stevens says, gee, AX15 is a durable Asian Warner-built 5-speed manual transmission. It looks like he just cut and pasted that out of AI or something.
He does.
Gearhead says fake honey. Almost all honey bears are mostly sugar water and corn syrup.
Yeah.
We have a lot of honey in the house, but I don't know what we're going to do with all that honey.
I don't know.
Oh, old honey's okay. You just warm it up if it starts to crystallize.
Doesn't it go bad?
I don't think so. But that honey in the house isn't that old, and it isn't crystallized at all. Mexican spec says, why isn't it in the shape of a honeybee? What does the bear have to do with it? Because the bear steals the honey out of the beehives? I don't know.
Listen, Mexican spec. I think you're overthinking. Okay, I need your help. We're gonna
okay, we got it. We got to carry that outside.
Unless you have
we can't carry this by the stove.
What?
I guess we could.
We can carry it around that way and take it out the door. We can open the door.
We can open the door for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, we probably should. Kim will get the door open, then we got to carry stuff outside. So you know what? I will not be watching the chat while I'm carrying this out.
For a minute, gotta carry this out. You guys speak amongst yourselves. You got your gloves?
Oh God, this is heavier than I expected.
That's what I said. There's still a bunch of gas in there.
There's a lot of gas. Okay, let me get my gloves. I thought we
filled your gas tank.
Get my gloves. Hang on.
It's like the magical gas tanks. If it was in the shape of a honeybee, it wouldn't stand on the shelf in the store easily. That could be Mexican spec. That could be. Yeah, I don't know. You put gas in this. My Dart. We filled 3 vehicles up with my Dart, and now we filled 3 vehicles. So that's what we need to do. We need to just keep moving the gas around.
We end up with so much gas.
I don't know. Most people wouldn't complain about that. So.
I know. We either have not enough or too much. Just be careful. Don't fall. There's a lot of tracks.
Hey, come on, you.
I'll put that in the fryer. I can't believe how much gas was still in that tank. After we took all that gas out, we filled 2 cars.
No, I was holding that up, trying to hold that up with one hand to get the vent line off. Can't get the vent line off. Man. All right, here we go. Gas tank removed. Removed.
They're talking all about movies and SpongeBob and Honey or something. I don't know. I'm lost.
The SpongeBob movie. You know how I know? Because I get 16 commercials for it every frickin' time I watch YouTube.
Oh, Danny. Danny, somebody new here? Danny, 1967. A Valiant into a pickup. That's right. This is, I'm gonna show this off. I just gotta figure out how to do it again. Kim, how do I find, I know you've told me 1,000 times before.
Okay, yeah.
I gotta move this out of the way.
Yeah, now you go down to window capture in the bottom corner there. And then you go into the middle and you can click is the picture open on the desktop? Where they have to minimize this so you can go to the desktop. Don't get frustrated.
I'm getting frustrated.
Just
stand by, everybody. I'm really working with this.
Yeah, it's not open, so you got to open the picture. There you go. Now you can window capture. Oh, there it is. It's already up.
Now I got to move this out to somewhere. How do I move that?
You click over to the Mexico window. That's where we are. And then you can slide it wherever you want. Ta-da! You can go down further. They can see the bottom of the picture. There you
go. Okay. So that is an Australian Valiant. And they call them just generically Utes, but that actual name of that car in Australia is a Wayfarer, and we're copying that basically. There's some little differences between the Australian one and this one that we really can't change, but basically that's what we're doing. And we probably won't put the sun visor on it. All of those people want us to do that.
If I can get a sun visor, I'll put it on there. I don't think I'm going to make a sun visor.
So now I'm going to go back to us. Okay, so I showed it to everybody.
You can turn the camera so they can see.
Do what?
Turn the camera so they can see.
Oh, okay. Well, where's your other camera so we could...
Well, I had to disconnect it because it was in your way.
Okay, so now you can't see me so much, but you can see how far along we are. And then the pickup bed is over there behind Kim.
Yeah.
So do we want to, maybe we can, is there...
We got some sail panels made.
The sail panels go on the side there where you see some structure. We've got a bulkhead. I'm calling it a bulkhead. The thing that the window's in, that came out of a... that came out of something. The 85 Ford Ranger. Okay, I got to turn it further. So there's the sail panels. That's what that looks like. Those got to get welded in place. And then we have Kim. Do we want to? Is there stuff in the back, or can you and I lift the?
I got to get stuff out of the back, but it's almost
okay.
Ready.
But then Kim and I will put the. I'm still here. I'm just here. Kim and I will put the. That's all right. That's all right. Kevin Smith's here. Valiant effort, looking great. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Let's see. So I gotta scroll back up. Forgetting names. Oh man, Daniel, maybe. Daniel. So Daniel, I guess, is what is this? Kevin, why are you deleting Dean Stevenson's messages? What did he say? Or are you guys just screwing around with each other?
Hey, screw around.
Daniel says, had an 80 Zephyr wagon, regret selling that one. You know what I have right now? I don't know if you follow our channel at all, but I have an 78 Zephyr, the two-door coupe, the little Z7 coupe. And we got that over a year ago, and it took us almost a year to get it into the... So it's a daily driver now.
Yeah.
I was feeling real good because the last 2 days I've just gone out there and got in, and started up and driven to the store and just having a good time. You have the same car as Buff. He has a Mercury. Yeah, he has a Mercury Z7. So, and the funny thing is many years ago, I had a very similar car. It was a Ford Futura, but it was only 4 years old when I had the last one. So now I have this one. Oh, you brought me my gloves. Okay. So, okay, yeah. Find out what engine he has. I'm interested to know. Gee, let's see here. So, we are going to move the bed into the bed. Okay, Jim, what's your plan?
Okay,
just get it over there first?
We got to move it out from underneath the thing in your direction, and then we can tip it up.
Okay.
And then we'll hold it in the other direction. Okay. There's pretty good. Now I'm gonna tilt it all the way up.
Okay. At some point, hang on, I gotta move the chair out of the way.
Here, I'm gonna bring it towards you.
Oh, okay. And I don't have to move the chair so far.
I think that's the plan, at least.
Okay, I sort of got it.
You got it? Okay. Now we have to put it in and under the cab.
Back here. You wanna hold it? We have to do this seesaw thing first.
Yeah. Well, it's gotta come this way. What's wrong?
I'm trying to swoop this under.
Well, you can't until it's forward far enough. It's not gonna go in.
Okay. So.
Down there.
You're gonna come back a little. It's over toward you too far. That's close.
Good match up in the middle.
Okay. Now we have to get a camera over there. Okay. So they can't see it until you'll see it after we get the. I missed the ads. They put ads in. I missed them while we were over there screwing around.
They keep stuck. Once you click away, it keeps trying to get it.
Keeps trying to make the ads go, so it's gonna go.
Yeah. They want their money. They want their money.
Braden says, I want the smallest but coolest car to have. Talk to Mexican Spec about I'm going to turn the camera back toward me again because he saw that operation. Can't see me. So, talk to Mexican Spec about a Ford Ka.
Don't buy that.
Ka.
No.
Well, that's tiny.
Don't tell him to buy
Braden says, I want a Jamaican car.
He needs something a little bit bigger.
There aren't any Jamaican cars.
Get something a little bigger and safer.
He says, I want a beach cruiser. There's no beaches where you are. Do you ever smoke after sex? I don't know. I never looked.
Oh, goodness.
Somebody says smoke after sex, so I said that.
No, don't say those.
Don't say that. My first time seeing you guys. Is it Daniel? I want to make sure I'm saying your name right, because it looks like Danny and then L. So then Daniel, I think. Yeah, well, welcome to the chat, because we do this in the shop twice a week. We do it Thursday night and Saturday night. And then on Tuesday nights, we come in earlier, like about 3 hours earlier, and we do I don't know what you call it. It's like we show pictures of people's cars.
Studio.
We're in a studio instead in the shop. We call it studio. It's our living room, but it's been converted into a studio.
It's a studio.
And so we have a green screen behind us, which means we show everybody's pictures, their cars, their shops, They're dogs, cats, whatever. And then we shrink ourselves down to one corner. And so all their pictures and cars and wheels or whatever they want to show, whatever they're doing. We do that on Tuesday nights. So 3 nights a week, we're here.
Yeah, we can't stop. I don't know why.
So yeah, we've been doing this for a couple of years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, we've probably been doing the live shows for a year and a half, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we keep doing more and more and more. In our crazy heads, we think we're going to find success in it somehow. Because we're crazy.
Well, okay, so he says he's Danny.
Okay. Oh, it's Danny Boyd?
Danny. No, different. There's Danny Boyd, Dan E. Boyd, and then there's Danny, who's Danny L. 1967. So there's 2 Dans in here. One Danny and one Dan E.
Okay, good job. Well, welcome.
And the other thing we've done, the stop isn't there, but because we had to make the filler, see the filler went from here, it was a straight shot to the tank, right through the middle of the trunk. So we had to make that thing go down under. So we did this, and this whole thing, but the stop isn't there, so it goes in too far. But we'll have that fixed. But that thing is off of Ford Ranger, which is really unusual for a Valiant, because a Valiant normally has just a screw cap on the side. So we, people send here, I'll do this. Hang on. There's a lot of stuff in front of the keyboard here. I'll get it.
Okay. You can click the camera B.
Okay, just a second. I'm busy here for a second. Okay. Oh,
no,
what happened?
That's not the right email. That's not the right email.
You're right. I did that wrong.
We should patent that idea. Velcro?
It's wrong too. Jesus Christ. The F button is stuck down. That's not helping me any. Oh my God. The buttons are sticking.
When did the buttons start?
I don't know
sticking?
why the buttons are sticking.
Okay, just relax.
Here, okay, you got it up. That'll fix it. Mailif.
Can you tell I'm losing my mind here? Trying to keep things together.
Okay, if you want to send pictures, they'll just stack up in my email until Tuesday night, and then I'll pull them out and I'll show them to everybody. And we have a pretty good show. We go 2 to 3 hours, and I try to show all the pictures that people send in. Don't touch it there, Buff. Just pet it. Pet the keyboard. Well, what happened was I fat fingered it, and I hit the F button, the F key. And what happened was the F key stuck down. Well, then nothing was working right. Okay, so there's the bed. That's in there.
Yeah. See, there's.
And we're making a trap door so you can get. See, the real Ute doesn't. They don't have that thing for the spare. They have nothing back there, so they have a much bigger gas tank. Well, we're going to use the gas tank we had, and we'll be able to get the spare in and out there. Mark Sauvé, yeah, that's exactly what I had. And I was trying to do my email address on his phone. See, so that thing, we got to make that so it hinges and works nicely.
And then we have the inner fender wells from the truck, and we have to fit those in.
Mexican Spec says, have you measured the spare tire? Yes, we have. And the thing is, this has little 13-inch wheels that we could probably use for a spare. And then if you got to use a spare, you just take the bigger 14-inch that we have and just throw it in the back of the truck. And
the spare will fit in there.
The spare will fit in there.
We measured.
And we did measure. You kind of have to go like this, but it goes.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Or you can put something else back there. So anyway, yeah, there's the email. Is that even clickable? That email address I put up there? It is clickable. So you can click on that.
What's our topic this week?
This week, what was our topic this week? Who remembers what the topic?
Every week we pick a topic in the studio. Let's see, we had wheels last week. We did wheels.
What did we do this week?
This week
it was something cool. I don't know, but you don't have to stick to the topic. The topic's just to like generate some interest. But the topic really taillights, crazy taillights. So so if you want to stick with the topic, that's fine. But if you want to show pictures of your own car, a lot of people show pictures of their shop cat. Like they have a cat that lives in the shop, and the cat will be sitting there on top of a toolbox or something. So
Dean says, well, one of you has to hold the ties of sanity, so I guess it's you. Listen, Dean, if the reins of sanity need to be carefully held around here, then it's off the rails, because we're nuts. Both of us are crazy. It's a mess. Both nuts.
What is this? Braden says, one time, can I read this whole thing, or is it going to be something bad? One time I was at school, and my friend was pissing me off, so I took a potato that I had in my car. A bag of potatoes in my car that I don't realize I forgot. What? What'd you do? Stick it in the tailpipe or something? I don't know what's going on. What are they talking about?
I don't know. They're
I think I'm going to build a model of Buff Del Campamino. That would be pretty cool. Can you get a 4-door Valiant? I think, or you're going to have to scratch build it. Oh my God. So, Danny, you still here? Oh, Danny's still here. Yeah, Ray says the bed of that floor is looking pretty good. Kim put a lot of work into that. Kim put a lot of work into that.
Yeah, well, now the next thing we have to do is we have to use your smart level to get it all lined up so that it's in the right position.
Well, you know what? I think it's
going
to be where it is right now. Because
no, I have to raise it up a little bit so that it's even with the back.
Well, and that has to be raised up a little bit.
Right, but first I have to raise the back up so the back is in the right place. Then, although I guess I could cut this thing.
Kevin says I can get a 2-door. They make a 2-door model of this? See, that's what started this whole thing. I know Uncle Tony says that he gave us this idea. He's full of crap.
Hey.
So what really happened was I was going to copy Uncle Tony and make it into a 2-door, like he did with his Valiant. But then we decided to make it a lowered top, and then I needed to get a windshield out of the other 2-door, and it was going on and on. And then Tavo came in here and showed this picture of
the Australian
of this, and I went, "Ooh, look at that little pickup. It uses the same front doors as a 4-door. It uses the short doors." I go, "That's perfect. That's what I want to do." So that's what I did, and so we started working on it. All I need is the front and rear parts. I got 5 minutes down the road and he blew up his truck because I put potatoes in its sauce. What? Usually the potatoes fly out. God, why'd you hurt the guy's truck? That's pretty mean. Okay, Kim, you want me to get the smart level now and we'll do this?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm ready. I'm thinking about this.
And Kevin Smith says, or get some of the 3D print one. Yeah, I guess you can do that with models.
Yeah, you know what? Get the smart level for me, if you would.
Okay, I gotta find the smart level. I asked you that because I gotta find it.
It's right there on the desk.
I know, but I don't see it. I know it's here.
It's right here, by my coffee cup.
There it is. Ooh, let me move that coffee cup in from the edge.
Yeah, because I want to see how far out of level it is.
Okay. If you want me to do this, when you get in and out, it changes the angle. So you're going to sit right there? Okay, we'll zero it with you there. Okay, so I guess everybody can see this. And this is what I'm calling zero level right here.
Yeah.
No, we are only 3
No, this is a 72 variant, right?
It's a 72.
It's a 70. It's a 72.
Okay, let me think. Okay, it's 7/10 of a degree tilted forward.
So that.
Yeah, but this has to come up first, right? Yeah, well, look at how far you got to come up there. And I got to move that seat because nothing's going to happen with that there.
It's not in the way. It's fine.
Well, if we start drilling holes to Quickwood, I don't want to drill into the seat.
You're right. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Thank you. But we don't need to do that.
Okay, so we're 7/10 of a degree off, but the bed is not in the right place yet. Correct? Okay. So what is your plan?
Well, I'm looking at it. Do we need this lip here for the tailgate?
Yes. That's what makes it strong. And that's what this seal is. Oh, what happened to this? Guess we'll have to buy a new, or put some of that down here or something. Because that's a seal for the tailgate. Yeah, I want that there. I think we could make a filler piece right up to this. We'll probably have to peel that off.
Well, I understand. But look, see, there's it comes over and up and over and up and then makes a lip.
That lip is what makes it strong.
Well, no, there's lots of lips there. It makes multiple changes in direction. There's plenty of strength there, and then this has plenty of strength here too.
But I want to bring a flat piece right over to this lip. I think it just, ooh, that's sharp. You just make a place right there, I think. Because if you bring something up here, it'll make a nice little V like this to weld into. When you got a piece there, you'll be, you take the welder and you you heat here and then heat here and then like that.
Go and look at the tailgate and see if we need this for any parts of this tailgate.
Look where it is. Buried.
It's always buried. Everything in this garage is buried.
As soon as you move it, something else.
That's right, because we've got it packed in here. We've got 10 projects going at once in a garage size of one.
This won't steal where I want it to steal.
Health is more important than smoking and drinking. I agree, Faith. And Braden says I will always smoke my MJ and vapes. Maybe. And remember, it's not a trunk anymore, it's a tail.
Hey, I want you to come look at this. Because we have another problem I hadn't even thought of.
Okay. Part of why I wanted you to look at it. Now, here we are, we're looking. You got to turn it around so they can see what we're discussing. Because we're locked. So, I know it's hard to move.
This is a trunk lid. See, that steel is going to steel on here. If this thing comes down, I don't. See, I want to cut it here.
Steel here. That's why it's flat.
Okay, so then I do want to cut right here. And come. I want to leave some of it. Yeah, I guess it's up above that. So it won't interfere with the. you know, at some point we're gonna have to cut this and start the tailgate, so we can use this.
I know.
And not make mistakes over there. Okay. I don't want to do that while we're live because we'll be over here fighting, cutting, and making noise, and arguing. I don't want to do that while we're live. It's just too difficult. It's too noisy. Take this off. We're gonna have to lop this off and then put it in here. You know what I mean? Put it in here, and then start figuring out what else we want to cut off. Okay, now you're swinging around here again.
Well, you're talking about what's going on.
But once we put that piece in there, we'll cut it bigger than what the tailgate needs to be, and then we'll know what we need to trim off, what we want to trim off. And you remember we've got to put that lip that comes around here, the edge of the pickup bed. It's going to have to be on top of the tailgate and on top of this.
Right.
So I think the next step while we're not live is to cut that beautiful deck lid that we bought. But I guess we're going to use the back of it. It'll be cut.
The deck lid to it. Ford War 72 Plymouth.
I know.
Value.
We have two deck lids, but I'm looking there and it's my back. We have two deck lids, but one of them smashed in the back, which is the part we need. So we're going to have to cut the good one. Such is life. It'll be nice when it's done. What the heck? Brayton says, I want a beautiful Ukrainian woman.
What?
Like Trump's wife? She's not Ukrainian? Oh, man. Leslie says, there a full moon tonight? Everything is crazy. Colby Queso. Colby Queso, good evening. Him sanding the paint off that edge. Oh, man. Oh, and you can see in the background behind Kim, you can see your chat on there on a whatever size that is, 50-inch monitor or whatever it is over there. And that's what I read the chat off, so I can see it from across the room. Colby Queso says, good evening. I just got back from a Christmas party. We're having our Christmas party here, right now. Hippie Long's here. Hey, Hippie Long. That box showed up at my post office. And by the time I knew about it, the post office is closed. So I'll get it Monday. Don't know what that's all about, but I'm going to find out Monday. I see it here before it shows up on your monitor. Yeah, there's probably some delay there. You know, this goes it goes from here on our fiber to somewhere to a place to another place, and then probably up to a satellite and back, and then eventually ends up with YouTube in where Henderson, Nevada, or wherever it is. Then it goes out to you through there's a delay. I'm amazed how quickly that works, actually. So let's see. Won a Craftsman vacuum. Really? That's a good thing. You know, Kim, we've already been on here for an hour and a half.
Jeez.
I know, time flies. Well, and I'm coughing. I got to get my cough drop. This is thing with the cough drops and the new drill bit. It's a cough drop and drill bit container.
See, if I took that lip off, I wouldn't have to shim this as much. It's going to take me a lot more materials.
I know. When you get it in your mind to cut something, you cut it. So I'm not going to tell you no.
I mean, you don't want to step up here.
No, I wanted it just to go even along there, and then you'd have, okay, look at my hands. Here's the lip. Here's the flat sheet comes along. It's going to make a nice little V, and the rounded off piece will be a piece you can put the wire, so that can take a lot of heat, and then you go over to the sheet, and then over to the sheet. And that way you're not burning holes in anything because the lip will be able to take a lot of heat. That's my thought. But my guess is you're going to want to do it a different way, so I don't know.
When I do it my way, what happens, you don't feel like it's your project anymore, and then you just make it more work.
Well, sometimes, like we're doing this whole bed your way, and it's coming out pretty good. I didn't want to do it like this, and you did, so it's working out really well. So I don't know. It's going to be a lot of welding, though. You know what's really bad about this? It's going to be a lot of welding along the sides, and that's galvanized. We're going to take this thing outside and weld it.
There's no way around that.
Melania is from Slovenia. Well, then why do you want a Ukrainian wife if you want one like Melania? Go to Slovenia. Oh, man. Dougster's here.
Dougster! Say it to you, my friend.
He didn't say anything about no fear. He just got his eyeballs in his potatoes. Oh, you know what I did? I bought a big bag of potatoes. We have potatoes now. Faces, since my accident, I have been having sharp pain in my side and my stomach. Have you been to a doctor? I hope. Good luck finding him.
Who?
Faith.
Oh, yeah, Faith has been to it.
He had real high blood pressure the other night. You know? Danny, I have 62 F-85 wagon I'm working on. Hasn't been on the road since 1984. Interior is very rough but solid car. That's an old F-85. Is that do you have the aluminum 215 engine in it, or what are you doing there? Man, this is going by so fast, like I'm having a hard time.
I'm not going to be able to weld to this.
I'm retired to Cebu in the Philippines. Is that what you're going to do, Pitt? You're going to retire? You're going to speak Cebuana? That isn't his first post, Buff. Whose isn't his first post? Oh, I missed Dougster. That's probably what he's saying. I missed Dougster's first post because we were screwing around with other shit. Yeah, Dougster, I've been here for a bit. You just noticed me. Well, what happened was we were carrying a bed around and over there screwing around, and I'm not reading this so much because we're busy and I'm looking away from the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, and Danny says yes, aluminum 215. I like that engine, and I like that body style. I really like that body style. And the 62 is my favorite of all of them. So, man, where are you, Danny? About what area of the world you live? I don't want your address. I just want to know, like, you over here or over
but
here.
But if you give him your address, he'll look it up.
Nah, don't you? Hey, and Bruce is here. Bruce.
He loves maps.
Look at this. Now it says Inspector BW. Inspector Bruce.
We need to do a segment where you do GeoGuessr. Have you ever played GeoGuessr?
Yeah. I don't know. People go out and they find stuff. No, it's just what I do is I look on maps to see. Like somebody says they're from some city, I'll go look. And it's a city that I haven't heard of or a little town, I'll go look to see where it is because I'm interested. You know, my mind thinks in maps. You know, like somebody.
He loves that.
Kim's got. I guess it's my globe in your room. It's up high. And I'll look at it. She's got it turned so you can see Australia and New Zealand. I don't know why it's turned that way. But I go, look at that. You know, think about it when we're online, when we're doing our lives. I go, look at that. We've got all these people that watch us and participate in New Zealand and Australia. And they're like straight through the earth, on the other side of the earth. And we talk to them instantly. There's some tiny delay. It's just amazing to look at the whole earth there and you know where everybody is. You know, it's pretty cool. Dennis Edwards is here. Good evening. How you doing? Inspector Bruce, my call sign changes by itself at random. Are you kidding me? You didn't change that? Let's see. Kevin Smith says anything other than air is bad news for lungs. So like when we're welding, it's chicken pot pie. 3 of my favorite things. Hey, y'all making me hungry. Stir fry time. What you doing, Kim? You're making a lot of noise.
It's a shop stream.
Well, it seems like you're just shaking the thing. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I'm trying to get it to line up. Like,
well, you want some help fighting with it?
No.
Looks like you're sitting on the piece you're trying to pick up, but I see you're not. Because if you're trying to pick up the piece you're sitting on, isometrics. And all of a sudden the chat just stops. I can't read it fast enough and it just stops. I made chicken and cheese bits tonight, says Faith.
Would you give me that piece of wood?
What piece of wood?
The one that's behind you on the workbench. The rib. And actually, there's a couple sticking out on the floor.
You mean this one? This?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, because there's another piece of wood here.
Okay, I'll take that too.
It's this piece of wood.
Oh, no, I don't think that one.
That piece of wood, and there's a bunch of pieces of wood. And there's this piece of wood.
Okay, yeah.
That's a shim. Oh, yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, look at the distance here and distance there. It's not too bad.
Oh.
Pitt says, I'm eating the crunchy bits off the bottom of my air fryer right now. All the 4 people in here. What do you have for dinner? Well, we ate the bits off the bottom of the air fryer, or the air fryer, not a pear fryer.
They sell those at Long John Silver's.
Pick long. Only vice I got is cigarettes. Well, yeah, cigarettes aren't good for you.
All right. So what
my mother smoked more ads.
Do you have your smart level?
Yeah, it's on the bed.
Okay.
It's
Anybody a carpenter? No, we don't know what we're doing. We're not smart.
And then Danny Boyd says K. Rogers, because that's what John Cope calls Kroger's. K. Rogers.
K. Rogers, Dave. Okay. So
this turned off. I'm gonna turn it back on.
With your smart level.
Okay.
What I want you to do, I want you to measure the back window.
Back window? Oh, from side to side?
Side to side.
Ooh, that's a little bit careful. Yeah, is it the same over here?
Yeah.
Yep, it is. Okay, so that is flat across the bottom. And come over here. Do this.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty darn good at 04. It's got to come up over there. You're right. All right, it's so darn close right now. Yeah. 03. You went 1/10 of a degree. You know what I would do is I wouldn't measure it with the window. I'd measure it with this. Because with me kind of shaky on that window, you're going to do better by lining up with this lip back here. This is much you're going to do. That, I mean, look at that. That's damn good. But me with my little shaky hand over there on that window.
Little shaky hand?
This hand is shaky. Yeah, 0. I did get it.
I'll just see what we're doing.
Of course, that thing might not be straight. That thing might be curved a little. That's not going to be straight. I mean, the whole car, you go from a bumper to a window, to the trunk lid, to all this, and they're off by...
Oh, it's all twisted up. Yeah.
Off by a couple of tenths of a degree on every one of those things. And I'll bet that's well within factory what they do.
That's what he was saying, yeah.
Yep. I mean, we're talking about tenths of a degree on something that went down an assembly line, 50 years ago?
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Okay. Faith says, I want to clean my lungs out. Well, just don't, I don't know if you smoke or not, just don't be smoking, and then
change the camera angle.
And then just go out and run a lot. What kind of job do you do, Faith? I think I asked you that before, and I don't remember what you said. I'm sorry.
I think she's getting a job.
She's getting a job. Okay. Danny Boyd says, I was with a cougar in her Grand Vitara. About 10 parking spaces for my 68 Cougar, Dan Gurney Special. So, cougars and kids, you put the cougar in your cougar? Inspector, you can wear it for 2 days that way. What? I missed something. Oh, I just know that Kim has her sweatshirt on inside out. What?
Did you?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so dirty. I have to change.
Hippie long. Faith. Hot steamy shower. Breathe deep. Cough it out. Oh.
Sometimes that does help. Yeah.
Barracuda, did you have a mark? Oh, Barracuda's here. Oh, I guess I saw you earlier. Did you have a Mark Donahue javelin too? Oh, and then Dougster says, I agree with Hippie. Okay. And Faith says, I babysit right now. What was I telling you about? I was babysitting like when I was in my 20s. I was telling a story about a little girl that was, what the hell was the story earlier today? And she did something really funny. I don't remember what it was. No, because I can't remember I can't remember. I'm going to switch this back. So I'm still here. We got 2 people now. Kevin said, I married a cougar the first time she educated me. What's the worst job I've ever done for money? Well, the jobs I have done with no money are probably these kind of jobs. Kevin Smith says, never do that again. The worst job I ever had that I just worked, I don't know if it's the worst job. It's one probably where I didn't belong. I worked in a nursery, and that's not for children. That's like where they grow plants, that kind of nursery. And they had a 1-acre greenhouse with these ferns growing in there. They were about this high. They didn't want any weeds in there. And I'd crawl on my hands and knees and pull weeds until I got done with the whole acre. Then I'd go back to the beginning, and by then there were weeds there, and I'd start crawling again and pulling weeds. I did that for a whole summer. And they actually, back then, they were paying a little more than minimum wage, so I was 16 then. That was a good deal. But that's not really where I belonged. As soon as I got a job at a gas station and then in a realignment shop, that's really where I belong. Very good at cleaning snot off jail cell walls. Jeez. Danny Boyd. You're bad. What is that? Danny Boyd. What did he say? I missed it, whatever it was. Oh, what are you doing? Cutting a piece to go in there?
Yeah.
Oh, you're starting to cut. What are you going to do? Make several patches, or you're going to do? I guess doing a big long thing is going to be a real nightmare, isn't it? Patrick, Danny Boyd says, University President Secretary. What the hell? What did I miss? Yeah, Hippie Long wants to know what Braden does. Braden, what do? You have a job? What do you do? Go to school? Don't know. He's a young guy. I know that. My lady's childhood nickname was Pork Chop, and I really do have a friend named Skeeter. No, he isn't green. Kevin, like, yikes, what did y'all smoke tonight? No, shouldn't be asking that. Oh, what you do? What kind of job you do? Or you're in school? I know one thing Braden likes to do. He likes to go to off-road kind of racing. Earhead says, I know it's getting ridiculous. I'm out. Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Did we offend you?
Earhead left?
I don't know. He says it's getting ridiculous. I'm out. Sorry, man. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what was going wrong either. I'm sorry. I wasn't watching the chat real close. Maybe something was. It's crazy. Faith says, the worst part about being a babysitter, you getting paid by the parents when they're supposed to pay you for what kids be paying. Not getting paid by the parents when they're supposed to pay you. Braden says, no, I just YouTube for fun and try to somebody, or probably someday make money, but I'm looking for a job. My longest job was 3 years at Wendy's. Nothing wrong with that. I've had like more than 10 jobs. 10 jobs. You know, my son retired from the Army. He's got another job, and he's got a pretty good job. And he's laughed because he's 44 years old. He goes, it's only my third job. He had a job when he was a teenager working in cleaning a church. Twice a week, cleaning everything, sweeping, vacuuming, whatever you clean a church. And he did that. Then he went in the Army. He was in the Army for 25 years. Now he's got his third job. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good record. And he's real close to getting his doctor's degree because while he was in the Army, he kept going to school and got his degree, and then he's got his equivalent of a master's, but he's in a doctorate program, so he's a doctoral candidate, which I think is just that's so cool. Way better than anything I could do. Mike M says, can't wait to get it over. Can't wait to get it over. What happened? Oh, I had to step away to brine a turkey, but I'm back. Oh, okay. Brine a turkey. What does that mean, Kim? Put salt all over it? And water or something? Yeah. I never heard anybody doing that.
You prepared it's cooked better.
I didn't know that.
Give it a lot of flavor.
Answer, my friend's nickname was from his parents. He never hardly was called his real name. I knew him for 20 years before I knew his real first name. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Mexican Spec, I can count girlfriends on one hand, but not jobs. Yeah, it's kind of I am. I had so many jobs throughout my life. I chased work all over the place. Although the last job I had, man, I was with that 15 years or 16 years, something like that, working for the same company. And just recently they called me and I actually turned it down, and I really apologized to the guy because he's been so good to me. But he wanted me to do something I just couldn't do because it was freezing cold, and I had to basically put airplanes together by myself and get them out of shipping containers, and I'm just beyond my capabilities anymore. I can't do that. It's a job that really takes two people that are in good shape. And I'd be out there in the freezing cold snow by myself, and I'd hurt myself and I'd break an airplane wing or something. I just say, I just can't do that. Sorry. Hippie Long is my nickname since 1977. Hippie Long. Pitt says my nickname was Dave. Inspector Bruce, I'm lucky. I can count all my jobs for 50 years on one hand. Wow. Well, the Air Force was one long one. How long were you in the Air Force? Oh, Bruce. I asked him that once before, and I don't know what the answer was. I was in the Air Force and Air Force Reserves, and it adds up to, like a week, 2 weeks, maybe under 10 years. So basically, it's 10 years in the Air Force. But while I was in the Reserves, I had other jobs. Yeah, Dave isn't here, man. Yep. I remember.
He's not here, man.
I remember that. Mike says, if the pay is right, you would find a way. What? Okay, so Bruce was in the Air Force for 4 years. Okay, you did your 4 years, and then probably 2 years inactive reserve, something like that. Barracuda, I'd like to be a restaurant critic. So you eat for free. Have two jobs. Be a restaurant critic for 8 hours a day, and then be a wine tester for another 8 hours. And then be like somebody, they study people that sleep. Get a job being the guy that sleeps. You could work 24 hours a day and get paid.
Be the guy that sleeps.
Don't they pay you to do that?
No.
Why not? I mean, if you're the guy that sleeps and they're studying, you should be getting paid to sleep. Imagine that. You could taste food for 8 hours. You could taste wine for 8 hours. Second job. Third job, sleep. Get up and do it all over again. Oh, man. Mexican Spec says, don't let anything fall out or you will get a YouTube strike. Ray says 35 years at the job before this and about 30 years with this girl. That's pretty good. Danny Boyd says, I've had 9 jobs since high school that I can... Dave's not here. Dave was the janitor at our elementary school. While he was cleaning the bathroom, I'd steal his cart. What? And hand... Jeez. I didn't want to read that. Makes my... Danny Boyd says the best urinals are trees. Inspector Bruce, 4 years Air Force, 7 years Western Airlines, 37 years United Airlines. Western Airlines, I flew all over the place on Western Airlines back in the 70s. Western Airlines used to have a thing. It was the Captain's Halfway, what do they call that? The Captain's Halfway Sweepstakes. And I'd fly to Hawaii quite often in the Air Force. So they said, if you can, Kim's going to weld, so I'm not going to be able to talk. So here we go. I guess the bed's in there. Danny Boyd says, one of my friends called me Roger for years till he found out my real name. He was like, why didn't you correct me? And I said that Roger was a cool name. Just let him call you Roger all those years. Doug said, when I had my sleep study, I was wired up so bad I literally literally had a wiring harness. Oh.
Yeah.
Kevin says, my first job at $1 an hour in 1972 was loading Firestone tires for the Indy 500. Those are big, heavy tires for an 11-year-old kid. Man. It says, true story, Buff, and even PG one. My sister's kindergartner at the time. I was very popular at her birthday parties. Jeez. I was lucky. My sister was 2 years younger than me, and she had a lot of good-looking friends, like when we were early teens. So I, it's like, try, but they wanted to hang around as girls, and I was not the guy for them. So, man. Took too long. I chose number 3. Do what I love to make money. It'll take off this year. Geez, it ruined my school clothes, so I didn't make much. My mom made me buy new clothes with the money I made. You know, that's how working on cars is, man. You work on cars, you spend a lot of money on clothes because they get ruined. My last radiator shop, I got uniforms for everybody, and they're bright orange shirts and brown pants, and they had the Radiator Express written on the pocket and everybody's name and everything. And I paid for all the laundry every week. I get red rags and these uniforms, and so I paid for the employees and paid for mine. And it was kind of expensive, but I quit ruining clothes, and my employees didn't have to have ruined clothes, so I did it. Cut into the profit a little, but I mean, it looked sharp too because everybody had uniforms. Yeah, never work a day in your life if you love what you do. You know, when I was doing the design work on the airplanes, I loved my job, and I didn't make a lot of money, but I enjoyed it so much that I'd stay there from early in the morning till late in the evening every day. And then when I was out at the test site, flight testing and stuff, I loved that too. So, but we were limited on the time we could be out there, so I didn't extend the day too long. We worked 4 10-hour shifts out there, which is pretty nice because I had a 3-day weekend every weekend. So it was worth working 10 hours a day. And when you enjoy what you're doing, 10 hours a day isn't too bad. Racist says, I bet the Dougster is an ALDL kind of connector guy. ALDL? Isn't that the first, like, OBD1? Cabinet maker was a great job. I love that job, says Kevin Smith. He was giving me 50,000 watts a day. Danny boys are giving you 50,000 watts. Dougster, Danster, you know I'm old school. I'm OBD1. I guess that's ALDL. Isn't that the ALDL plug? I think. No, I think that's what that is. I'm about 15. Pitt says I'm about 15 minutes away from wearing the coveralls, jumpsuits that they sell in the VFW magazine. What? Luis says Batman Forever. You know what I like is the 1966 Batmobile. That was the good Batmobile. NGL, I kind of preferred the OBD2. Oh, this ALDL is the connector port for both the OBD1 and OBD2. Oh, I didn't know that. I remember that with OBD1, but I don't remember it with OBD. I didn't know that's what they called it with OBD2. Assembly line diagnostic link is ALDL, says Ray. And then Pitt says different connectors, yeah. Because the connector I have only OBD2. The OBD1, they had those little things you stick in there, and then you read the number of flashes. I remember all that stuff. Olive's here. I didn't even see Olive was here. Ducking back into the shop for a sale. What sale? What sale? What's up? I don't know. What's up, everyone? I think that's what it says. I think some Corollas had an OBD1 and an OBD2 that's under the dash. That's what Danny Boyd says. It says, thank you, Racer. I couldn't put that memory together. I knew what it was, but I couldn't think of what it was called. Assembly line diagnostic link. I remember hearing it like 30 years ago, whatever it was, but of course I'd forgotten it. I have to count my check engine light flashing to read my codes. Yep. I even make the proper noise while it reads. Yeah, I just did an OBD1 flash from an OBD2 ALDO in a 97 C6500. Good times. Oh, so you can still do that. Can you do that with an OBD2? Read flashes on the... I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, Olive says we are celebrating the solstice. So I have guests. Oh, man. You know what? I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow, the days start getting longer. That's a really good thing. Danny Boyd says, my Fox body flashes out the codes. I converted it to MAF and added the check engine light cluster at a spot for one. Kevin says, amazing how many times you drop stuff when you have a bad back. Yeah, no shit. 50 Long says, the fall is summer's peak. No, it's winter's peak. Oh, paper.
Yeah, I'm using
For Mexican spec at Papel. Or if any of you are Russian, it's bumaga. See, there's your Russian word for the day.
Hey, the Russian word of the day is, what is it again?
Bumaga. Bumaga is paper. Papel. Pitt says, no, Buff, the 97 medium-duty trucks were not required to go OBD2. Oh, I see. So the connector updated, but the ECM did not. Doesn't that sound like something that we'd have? What is this? I don't even know what that's. I missed something, Mexican spec. You're saying something, Mark Sylvia. I have no idea what's going on. What's that?
What year was that update?
What update?
The OBD2.
OBD2? What wasn't that like 93 or something? Pitt says the 97 medium-duty trucks are not required to go OBD2. I don't remember when OBD2 started. I was thinking it was like 92 or 93, something like that. I don't know.
I got that Magnum from a 93. Dr. Art said that was, he said that's like it's not a very good computer.
Danny Boyd says, my Russian word for every day is job. Okay, and Dougster says, I still have the AutoZone ALDO OBD1 key. Yeah, those things were all over the place in my shop. And the manual that, does with it? Just found the key about 2 months ago. My dad had it. Yeah, I had keys. I had, like, wires that were bent and all kinds of things to stick in there. Kevin Smith says, I'll put one on my cane. Oh, God. Excuse me. I need a... Oh, it actually got warmer in here, Tim. 73 degrees in here. Danny Boyd says, I use a piece of speaker wire on my Fox. My Fox body's too old for that stuff. I always laugh. I say my Fox body, The most electronic thing in it is the AM radio that's now out of it. Oh no, it has electronic ignition box, doesn't it? What do they call that Ford ignition box?
Duraspark.
Duraspark. Yeah, it's the most electronic thing in the car. And Tavo's here. Good evening.
Radio.
Okay, so it's the OBD2 is mandated in '95, and that was 30 years ago. It says 97 was the deadline. OBD2 started showing up in 93, 94 miles. Oh, okay, yeah, because I thought it was like 93. So how you doing, Tavo? We're getting there on this thing, as you can see, and we're going to have a trap door going to where the spare tire is. That was the same as my youth. Most electronic thing is the AM radio. You know what I want, and I know it's been made, probably European cars. AM, FM. I don't care about FM that much, but short wave. I'd love to have short wave in my car radio. Looking good from this angle, says Tavo.
Come along, Tavo. It's hard work.
Kim's cutting some pieces to go between. Yeah, she already put a couple of them in to mount the bed to the that lip that's right behind where the trunk lid seat, which will be our tailgate seat. Kevin says, how long are we going to be on? I will check back. Got to do some stuff. I don't know. We were planning to end it by in about 10 minutes, but I think we're going to be going longer than that.
I'm feeling better than I was feeling really sick.
How are you feeling, Kim? You were really beat a little while ago. I can't believe you're back up.
A bit like physical, but it's not real bad.
You know, don't get too carried away working, because you already worked a lot. You were hurting earlier.
Yeah, I was.
Ray says, oh, is a tube-type radio considered an electronic device? If you're in a Russian MiG-25, yeah. One of the fastest airplanes in the world. They had tubes running the radar. Some of the best tubes ever made, but they were tubes.
In the radio.
In the radar.
Radar?
Radar in the MiG-25, which was in the 70s an extremely fast airplane.
Yeah.
That they were. It was wasn't really a fighter. It was a interceptor. I don't know what Kim's doing other than moving that around. Why'd you move it to there? Just to show the whole car?
Yeah.
All of it. Any area you go, we can get AM stations, many of which are relayed from popular FM station. AM is a must out here in Sticks. And Danny Boy says, tubes are what you want with audio amplifiers. You know, my son and my grandson are really into music. And they have one amp that's their favorite amp that has tubes in it. But they also have other amps that are, up-to-date electronics. But I know they like that tube amp a lot.
They have very warm sound. They didn't say that, but people who like tube amps always say they're warm.
Gene says the ALDL QJet service tools are the best. Dougster says tube power is dead.
I'm almost done.
Tim's making a lot of noise. That's why I'm not talking. She's over there cutting. Noisy machine. Dennis Edwards. Been looking for a 66 to 67 Valiant 2-door. No luck. Maybe a 4-door for me. You know, if you can find a set of 2-door doors, you can get that post and move it back and take the back doors and use that sheet metal to extend the quarter panels for it. That's a lot of work. Yeah, where are you looking for that? I don't know where Dennis Edwards is, but he's looking for a 66 or 7, which is like the body style. Wait a minute, 67 is this body style. 66 is the last body style. Which one you want?
Yeah, and then what condition are you looking for? Obviously, the best condition you can get, but are you looking for like a finished car, or are you looking for a project car? Are you looking for race or a street car? Ohio.
Yeah, and Mexican Spec says they're different body styles. Yeah, 66 is the one before, and 67 is the same as this one right here. Dennis Edwards says Ohio. Man, I was in Ohio for 15 years of my life. I worked up in northeast Ohio in Ashtabula County. If you know where Ashtabula County is. Ohio is actually a pretty big state. If you go kitty corner all the way down to like Cincinnati, that's a pretty good stretch. Dennis Edwards says, I'm good either way, decent driver. Well, if you're in Ohio, look for somewhere south, probably. Because when I was in Ohio, everything is, you know what happened. I was in northeast Ohio, right near Lake Erie. There's always like 3 feet of snow there, 6 months out of the year. And they salt. Car that's 7, 8, 9 years old is complete junk. So, yeah. So Pitt says, funny thing, I got the entirety of GM OBD1 code on this very computer. Oh yeah, I copied it to the Raspberry Pi and added hydraulic launch controls to it. They ain't built yet. That seemed like a favorite thing for a while, though, Raspberry Pi.
Did you say what kind of condition you're looking for?
Tell me, Raspberry Pi doesn't have a timer in it, right? It seems to be and that's why we started using, what's the other thing called? Arduino? Because there was a way we could time things with it. So I don't remember. We quit using the Raspberry Pi. So if there were less mosquito outside my place, eventually there would be less in the house. Dennis says Specs and Spec needs something with good quarter panels. You know what? If you know Mexican Spec, he can find cars that have no rust.
You want a really nice car.
No rust on them out of Mexico, and that's what he does. He finds people cars. He finds people. He doesn't find people. He finds cars for people, and gets them. He exports them, and he finds some good cars. And he's a good guy, because if he finds a car and it's a piece of crap, he tells you, and he'll find you another one. Let's see, Dean Stevens, OBD1 code is simple. HB tuners broken many of those Delco pre-T3s. I saw a guy break out the code on an 82 Crossfire 350 Corvette. Shit, Ohio sucks bad. Even meth heads are leaving. Zap inside, mosquito delete. Outside the 1-2 ton. Dayton was one of the coolest cities in Ohio in its day. Oh yeah, Dan, where are you? You're down there near Dayton, aren't you? Or actually, I think you're east of there, aren't you? Like out, like the Cowan Lake area or somewhere out there, I think. Oh, Patrick says Pi 5 has RTC real-time clock. Oh, okay. So that was back a while ago. Hippie Long Dennis, I'm in Central California. Lots of good stuff here. Down south, expect. Dennis, Dan, oh yeah, I'm a little south of you. Okay, so you're in the southern part. You're almost Kentucky, Dan. Yeah, it's not as bad. Up in that northeast corner of Ohio, man, everything is it's just rust. What does that mean, Luis? Coca-Cola, Spuma. Denise, oh, Dennis says, I've been stalking Mexican Spec lately. Well, good. You really want to see what he has. Go to his Instagram site. Man, you can see everything there. Pitt says, I need a new Pi to play with. My skills are getting rusty. Yeah, and Olive says, I would not hesitate to deal with Mex. Yeah, he found, yeah, I know that he's found cars that he thought were good, and when he gets there, they're not. So he won't sell you a bad car. He'll find another one. Guy had used it for I don't know. I'm trying to read this. It's going by too quickly. Then it's Mexican Spec. I posted what I thought was a 67, but it has 68 parts. The owner said the original invoice says 67 though. Yeah, but 68. What about Mexico? Did they have those little round side marker lights? They didn't have any side marker lights, right? I don't think it matters. It's that old. Sorry, I was just talking Ohio football crash. Okay. Anyway, buddy in the Army said to chew on match heads. Your body absorbs and gives off sulfur odor. What the hell? Mexican Spec says, I have shipping to their door now. Yeah, he does. It goes into Florida. Goes out of there. I guess you could ship to the door. Well, 79 Chrysler Newport was in Rugrats Gone Wild.
If he wants to buy my 66 4-door, I'll sell it to him. There's all kinds of videos about it.
What, your Dart? You don't want to sell your Dart.
Well,
we just put a really nice engine in that, a really nice transmission, and a new rear end.
Yeah, that's right. It's a good part of the only thing we got that we can sell. You need the money.
Once you sell it, you never have it again.
I like it.
Barry Cuda says, where's Cincinnati? But it's Cincinnati. It's in the southwestern, kind of in the southwestern corner of Ohio. So Danny Boyd says, I'm near the University of Cincinnati.
We didn't see Tim tonight.
Yeah, we haven't seen Tim tonight. I hope he's doing okay. Tim had a rough time there.
John is watching.
John, which John? Oh, John. John, local John here. Well, if he did, Kim came over here, and I was talking everything, but I didn't know she gave us a gift yet. So when we got home after the live, she gave me this box. He took John that comes in here. What's his name? John, I don't know. John that comes in here from Clarksville, Tennessee. John, does he takes nuts, and this time it was walnuts, and he put some kind of flavoring and stuff on them, and really good. I don't know what all it is. What is it? Kim's making a lot of noise. She probably can't hear anything I'm saying. But it's like some kind of barbecue stuff. They're really good. Anyway, thank you, John.
Who would send him something?
Hippie Long sent us something. It finally got to the
Do you
post
know what
office.
it is?
No, I don't know what it is. But it's in the post office. But by the time I knew about it, it was, well, it went to, of all the crazy things, it went to the post office in Erin and sat there for a day, which is only 20 miles away from our post office.
Erin must do some sort.
Well, I looked at Erin. Erin just got a little tiny post office. I don't know why it went there. It's not like a postal center or anything. Then it says, I suspect, yeah, I'm afraid it will sit outside too often. Plan to drive the heck out of one. Hippie Long, Mopar Case. Papa has a few darts for sale.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what condition he's looking for.
What was that big noise?
I don't know. I can't see. I'm holding the camera. Oh, that trunk lid was leaning up.
And now it fell over.
Now it's up.
Laura Birkin, good evening. Laura Birkin, how do you make the different fonts on here? I want to know how to do that. And so where's Danny Boyd? Arian's Pizza. Did it hurt that deck lid? I don't know. I hope not.
Yeah. It didn't really fall all the way down yet.
Oh, it's just changed its leaning position.
I don't want it to knock over.
That's when the camera went all nuts. Oh, you made a piece to fit in the middle there, and you got it magnetized there. Does everybody see that? How she's got that piece in there with a magnet where she's going to weld it. Okay, everybody cover your eyes. Oh, I remember Lonnie Anderson. Jan Smithers. Huh. They dressed her down. Oh, Venezuela spec. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know what cars they have in Venezuela that are different. I don't know what they have in Venezuela. You know, Lee seems to know all the cars here in the U.S., so I don't know if they're like U.S. spec cars or if they're something from South America. You know, they have all the South American GM cars that we don't get up here. I don't know if you get those there. Ray says, I'm heading for the set. Glad to see the progress on the car. I like the smuggler's box for the spare. Yeah, the smuggler's box. Okay, Ray, thanks for hanging out here. Have a good night. Rosa. Hep me, chat. Hep me. What's that about? Luis says he's got shorts on his channel. To see a 50 Buick Super. You got a 50 Buick Super on your channel. I got to go see that. I love 50 Buicks. And if it's one of those fastback, I think they call it a sedan S. I really like those. 50 Buick T. Man, I like those 50 Buick T. I really do. Dennis Edwards, such a great shop, Ron Highlands. So Ross. I don't know. Still here? I hope.
Sure.
Oh, you're shutting down.
I'm just shutting the gas off.
Yeah, I see you shutting it off.
I'm going to weld a lot more tonight.
Well, you got a lot done.
Well, I got this side stuck down.
Yep.
And then I got to line up the other side.
Ruth Buzzy or Cheryl Ladd? Oh, that's an easy choice.
We're going to raise it up, and then I got to figure out sports and other places.
Mexican Spec, a friend of mine had a 51 Roadmaster, and I would drive it when we went places. What a smooth driving car it was. Beautiful and black. Man, when I was in junior high school, I used to ride my bicycle down the street every day, and there was a 50 Buick, one of those big fastbacks, and it was black, and it was sitting there. And that was in 1967, so that wasn't that old then. Although, to me, that was an old car then. But now I think, man, what a car to have, you know? What is this that they're talking about? So, robbed a store. Who was it robbed the store? I remember this. What's her name? I can expect since I had a 75 Mercury Montego wagon. Or Montego. Car. Oh, you're back to that? Well, it's kind of cool looking at the work you did.
Thanks.
You do have your sweatshirt inside out. Are you keeping the dirt on the inside?
Yeah. I get both sides dirty.
When I was a kid, yeah, Dana Plato.
I don't do that with my underwears, but I do that with the sweatshirt because it's a lot of work washing the sweatshirt.
Dana Plato robbed the store, stupidity. Yeah, she was in trouble. Yeah, Dana's story was sad. That's right. Nobody knew if it was a mistake or not.
Wow. Yeah, that was what, in the 80s? This happened a long time ago, John Feldman.
It sure did.
But they were very famous celebrities at the time. If you guys are talking about Gary Coleman, then I know it must have been.
You know who Dana Plato was?
Maybe the mid 80s.
You know who Dana Plato was?
Some pretty girl on a TV show.
Young girl, yeah. She did real well, and then she did real bad, and ended up robbing a store. It's in the 90s, I guess, when that happened.
Oh, okay. All right. But those shows weren't even on the air anymore in the 90s.
She robbed a video store in which she was an actress on one of the movies. Behind the curtain. So let's see.
The big city, Danny Boyd, it changes people.
We need to hang out here and let everything cool off before we leave. So we'll hang out here on the chat for a bit. Yeah. And then
we could line up with the level. I could maybe
she was popular. She was on a popular show and got pregnant. She was messed up early on. Hollywood kid needed a strong parent, which she did not have. I remember she had a tough time. What is this, Dean Stevens without shrooms? How would Ford have convinced Virgil Exner to go? I don't know what he's. You lost me, Dean. Once again, sometimes I understand his jokes, sometimes I don't. But I know Virgil Exner was. What was he? He was Packard and then Chrysler, or Packard, Studebaker Packard and then Chrysler. Back when Studebaker and Packard were two different companies. I don't remember. And then Chrysler. And anyway, Finn crazy. I mean, he was. What was my favorite work of his? Man, 57 DeSoto. Another car people don't like was the 61 DeSoto, but I sure liked it. And the 60 Valiant. That was pure Virgil Exner. Man, I like that car. I suspect my buddy's stepdaughter is proof they can come through it fine with a strong parent. I saw it up close. Danny Boyd, I think Virgil Exner was just extremely pissed off at Chrysler. Well, he was okay till he had a heart attack, and then he was struggled. He was a smoke guy kind of guy, and probably that's why he circulatory problems. And then, yeah, he was. They had to calm down his fins and his weird designs and stuff. They had to move a different direction, and they did. I mean, that's what happens with designers and artists. You know, that's what a designer is an artist, and they, you know, at some point they want the artwork to go a different direction. Next Inspect says I had two 67 Eldorados, so I'm biased. 67 Eldorados. You had two of those things? Man, that's my favorite Eldorados, a 67. You had some good cars, man. Dean Stevens said, opinion, Turnpike Cruiser did it. Virgil followed. I don't know. Anyway, cigarettes are bad. People, what?
Mr. Mackey. He's a character from a cartoon, an adult cartoon. And he says, okay.
So is what I do.
Right. It's not the kind of thing that you would watch.
You had two Eldorados at the same time. 67 Eldorados. Those were great cars, man. They big, comfortable. The style was perfect. That's the best Eldorados there were. A lot of times that happens. The first year is the best, and then they restyle it to update it. It's like the 70 Camaro. What a great car, and then they just slowly made it worse. That second gen Camaro, by the time they were done with it, it was not as nice as the beginning of the run. Ray Kuda says, I think Chrysler had enough of him after the 62 Dart. You know, the 62 Dart, I did not like it at all then, but it kind of grew on me, and now I like it. I don't know why. I just do. It's, yeah, it's a strange one, I'll say that, but I sure like it now.
I'm not doing it again.
Do that pain again?
No, make the noise.
Oh.
The voice.
What's this? Danny Boyd, when I was little, some neighbors had a light blue 4-door Turnpike Cruiser. Cochran's, Willard and Pula. The Turnpike Cruiser had those big pods up on the top of the roof. You know what those look like? Turnpike Cruiser, they had these big, like, pods of, like, antennas sticking out up on the top of the roof. Crazy looking car. But it was cool then. Unfortunately, Willard died and they moved away.
What's your phone doing?
My phone is looking to see what the temperature is supposed to be overnight.
Oh.
It's 53 outside right now. Ooh, it's supposed to go way down. It's supposed to go down to 39. It's not freezing. And then it's supposed to go up to like 50 tomorrow. So
it was good candy. Dad, you're not supposed to take candy from Creeper Dudes and Chryslers. It was good candy.
I want to build a Turnpike Bruiser. Do you want to keep the fire going all night? I don't think it's going to cool off. I mean, it'll cool off, but I don't.
It's not super cold.
Freeze. It's not going to freeze.
The thing is when it's not super cold, it's easy to get it warmed back up in here. So yeah. I'm not too worried about it. Maybe we'll put a couple logs in there and leave it go for a few hours. So by morning we can load it again and it'll be fine.
If we put logs in there that'll kind of smolder all night, that works, and that keeps it just keeps the edge off of it in here. Something is in my eye. It's not my eyeball. Oh, it's a piece of some kind of like some chip or something. Yeah, I got it out. Well, it kind of worked its way over to the corner of my eye. Which, you know, things will do that. They'll work over. Have you ever noticed that? They kind of automatically work over, and I felt it. It came out.
Barry Cuda says, Bad Chad is putting a 60 Fury fastback roof on his 62 Dart 4-door. Really?
60 Fury fastback. I know what that looks like. I don't know. I guess. Well, the curvature of the roof would be the same. But then is the top the same height? I don't know. I haven't been watching Bad Chad much lately. Honestly, I don't want him to affect what we're doing here, because I'll start watching him and then I'll start wanting to do what he's doing. And although should I talk about what we were talking about earlier about somebody you were saying?
I don't think that's really what's happening. It just turns out that because he was taught.
They're doing it the easy way. They're doing it the easy way.
No, I was watching Dr. Art today. And he was showing pictures of, he's had several El Caminos, and he likes the G-bodies. And I guess he's going to do an LS swap on one of them. And the other, he's going to rebuild the 305. And he says he's going to have a daily driver for under $2,000. And there is no way that you can do that. You cannot build a daily driver car, especially a half-decent looking classic car, for under about $3,500. Everything costs a bunch of money. And by the time you're done putting tires on it, and rubber brake lines, and calipers, and shoes, and a new master cylinder, and new fuel lines, and fuel system stuff, and lights, and wiring, and he wants to put a cam in it, and an intake manifold, and a carburetor rebuild kit, and a radiator. By the time you're done doing all that, you haven't even painted it yet. To say that you're under $2,000, you're full of it. There's no way, and time is money. So if you're gonna eat all that time, you're bullshitting.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Oh, I should say. Get it out yet? Dag Doonesbury. Any do Brazilian Ford 221 inline 6 swaps. Wow. Are you in Brazil? Or are you just asking? Where are you? I like to know kind of, and I don't mean like what's your address. I mean like what part of the world you in?
The first small block Ford was 221 inches too.
Yeah, but so was a flathead Ford's V8s. There were 221s. But I didn't know there was a 221 inline 6 in Brazil. So
full of malarkey. That's right. Like I mean, if you want to say that you're going to do it on a budget under $2,000, you could say it. But come on, we all know that if you're going to get all the stuff for less than that, you have done a lot of horse trading and you pulled a lot of stuff off your own shelves and stuff like that to do it that cheap. It's
while you were welding, somebody asked in here and I forgot to answer. Want to know if we're going to do the car in primer or we're going to do it the factory color. My plan is to do it the factory color. Cabo, they stole a 221 inline 6 from Oz. Okay, so there's a 221 inline Ford 6 in Australia then. Cool. They stole it. They used it.
Well, pardon me.
Cabo, what are you about? Danny Boyd, I believe the first AC Shelby swap was it was. You are absolutely right. It was a 221.
What's an AC?
It was an AC. It was a what was that thing called? An AC Bristol? I think it was a little sports car in England, and it became the Shelby Cobra. That's the body, the Shelby Cobra. And the first swap was actually an AC that they put a 221, which looks just like a 289 or a 302 Ford, but it has a 3.5-inch bore instead of a 4-inch bore. And they put those in a lot of like small Ford products in the 62, 63 in there. But they also ended up with one in Carroll Shelby put one in an AC car, and eventually 289s and then 427s. Holy crap! A little aluminum car,
I'm learning so many things that I didn't know.
Dean says 68 in Australia and Argentina, 188 and 221 6s were tall deck 200 Fords with 8.425 decks instead of 7.808. Oh, they were a tall deck 200. So it's the same engine I have in my car, but taller deck. That's interesting. So yes, we did some work on a 200 here, which is in my car.
Yeah, his car has a really nice 200.
Mine has a really nice 200.
We had the cylinder head off of it. The valves were all good, and we think it's a replacement short block. It sure had very nice bores. There was no wear in it or anything like that.
Dean Stevens said Archer T started first with the bigger 6's 187 version of 164. Gosh, one, they stole their body designs from America. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, the Bristol Ace. Okay, the AC Bristol Ace, I guess. Danny Boyd says sometimes 255. What, on the 6-cylinder? Or you mean the small block Ford? Didn't they make they made a weird one that was.
I thought it was a 260.
Well, there was a 221, 260, 289, 302, and then when the smog era came along and trying to get gas mileage, they made another small one, and that may have been a 255. I don't remember. It was something that I didn't pay any attention to. I knew about it. AC and Bristol are one and the same. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, I just took and sent you a few more pictures, Buff. May be useful. If not, I'm sure you'll know where the delete key is. No, all the pictures you send, I save. And
they're all interesting in their own way.
And the last bunch you sent us, we were on doing a live, and I resent them to myself up to here, so I have more to look at. Because everything we're doing here, I look at those pictures a lot. And we're going to do some things differently, just because we have to, because we put the back wall, the bulkhead came from a Ford Ranger, so that's a little different, but I think it'll still look. If somebody took a quick glance at this, they'd think it's an Australian Ute, except we put the steering wheel on the right damn side of the car. Actually, the left side of the car, the correct side of the car. This is very good. Even though Chad is putting fastback roof on, It's also going to be a two-door sedan conversion with the B-pillar shifted rear. Okay, so it'll be he's going to keep it a sedan with a post, but he's putting a long top on. See, I really like watching Bad Chad, but I don't want, right now, I just haven't been there. There's so much content, I can't watch it all. But I do like watching Bad Chad. He's an interesting guy. There's times he upsets me because he'll chop a top or something. It's all bare metal. He shoves it outside and starts another project, and then it all rains on the bare metal. Oh. Danny Boyd, 255 was made from 80 through 82 or 83. Okay, yeah, that was the small block Ford that was into the. They're trying to get fuel economy out of it. If you want, hey, you can mount a toilet seat above the spare tire. Ooh, and flush it. Oh, I wouldn't want to be behind this car. No, ACU's Bristol engines from 55 through 63. Okay, that's where the Bristol comes from.
Dag Doonesbury, welcome to the stream. I didn't see you there before.
Yeah, came in.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that was asking about doing. I don't know if he or she. I'm sorry. I don't know which.
4-inch by 4-inch even square bore stroke ratio. That would be even. I don't know which vehicle.
And that would be in a V8. That would be a 400 Ford, but on a 6-cylinder. I'm not sure. Now I'm mixed up because I don't remember what I said earlier. It's asking about which car was it? It was a South American car. I don't remember which country. I'm sorry. My half-dead brain can't remember. Any Ford Zephyr UK 155 cubic inches, 61 through 63, says Dean Stevenson. Those old Ford Zephyrs, I like them. But I thought the Zephyr wasn't that German Ford? Maybe it was British Ford. Top, I would never expect it to be just like ours. That what you have what you have to work with. What fits and works, it will look good.
Yeah, we're gonna make it nice. You see, we did a bunch of work to that trailing edge to give it some real character instead of just whacking it, and I think it's turning out good.
And what's Louis saying? Mercury Zephyr Z7. Yeah, that's my car. The Z sled. Dean Stevenson wants to put a 300 Big 6 in it. You know, if I change engines, that thing, it's going to likely be a
302.
A 302, or if I could find a Cleveland. Yeah, I don't know. Right now, it's such a nice engine right now, and it starts up and it runs and it just drives nice. So I don't really want to mess with it. Dean Stevens says 4 by 3.9 inch stroke. Danny Boyd, you familiar with an old guy named Hoppy? Has a few old cars. He's a Middletown, Cincinnati guy. Luis, all grown up. That must be a movie. Danny Boyd says, I don't think so. Extra Spec Sleeper Dude got a Nash Metropolitan running and driving it. Their latest video. It's interesting to see how that car was made. Yeah, it's a British car with a Nash-looking body on it. Kind of cool little car. Very good at the 62 Dark. He's cutting up would have to be amongst the tidiest rust-free examples you could find. Yeah, he's up there and where it rusts. Although I don't know, Nova Scotia, maybe they don't salt the roads up there. Because I haven't seen anything he's done that's been real rusty.
Well, he doesn't mess with stuff that's rusty. He's looking for people.
It's that there's a lot of stuff up there he's found that isn't rusty.
Yeah, he has.
So I wonder if maybe they don't salt the roads up there. They put something else.
That's possible, because he does find cars.
He does find cars up there.
Pretty nice.
He said, cruise through. Hammeration, what's going on?
Nothing. Just checking.
Say, cruise through Inglewood today. House shopping. Oh, you're house shopping. They did the brakes and showed how they are. Oh, those little British brakes. I'm sure I've done those before. And those cars were around a lot when I was a kid. They weren't like when I was a kid, like when I was a teenager. There weren't a lot of them, but if you went somewhere, you'd probably see one every day. Seems like it's still an okay place to be. I always wanted to live in like Phillipsburg or Old Clayton. I don't know where those places are. Because I was from the kitty corner end of the state. Dean Stevenson says nothing a hammer can't fix. Buff. Hey, what are you over there bending? Oh, you're bending on that piece. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just avoid HOAs. No kidding.
Most people know to avoid the HOAs. They're in big trouble.
I didn't even, my son they just bought that house. I didn't even ask him if it's an HOA.
I think it probably is. That's how it is. Some places have HOA. Sorry.
Knocking stuff over.
Sorry, I did not.
Pieces are falling off.
I got it.
Berm B, M70. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Danny Boyd's got it right. See, Victory Library Bore Center List. What is this? Victory Library Bore Center List. Okay. Welcome. Kim knocked when she's beating on that, she knocked the sail panel off that was just held on with a magnet. But it's on the floor. It's okay. Dean says, Jeremy Diamond's Victory Library is excellent. Okay, must be something I don't know about. And Dennis says, just looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with room for a new garage. Oh, yeah, new garage. You know what you find? Find about an 18-car garage where you can have a little bathroom, bedroom off to the side. Maybe a kitchen or a hot plate or something. The garage is the most important part. I know a guy that lived in a hangar. He had a hangar that was like 6 motorhomes wide. So he had an airplane in there, he had a motorhome in there, and about 3 cars. And then they built a skinny house in the end. It was 2 stories. So he had like a living room, skinny living room, and a kitchen down below, and then upstairs and 2 bedrooms up there. And it was on an airport. That's pretty cool. So he just landed his airplane and taxi up to his garage and push it in. Danny Boyd, don't see a lot of detached garages in the suburbs there. Yeah, this is definitely a detached garage here. Danny Boyd Ranch House, called the Nome after the city in Alaska. You know how Nome got its name? Yeah, does anybody know that story, how Nome got its name? Nome, Alaska. Then so we found a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 8-car garage. Oh, man. Laura Burton says, BS. True. Didn't Grandpa Adams live in a hangar, too? So it's $410,000. I'm glad I bought this house back when I did and paid it off. It took a lot of work to pay it off, but I paid it off. And, yeah, because nobody had a Nome to go to. No, there's really a story how Nome became Nome.
Yeah, you know those little yard things? Everybody had those yard things. They just called it Nome after the yard.
Well, back many long time ago, probably a century ago, Oh, I gotta start coughing. I need a cough drop before I start going in trouble. So, mariners, I guess, had been around Alaska, and they had written on the map names of places. And there's a little village there, and they wrote name ? Except looked kind of like Nome, and they ended up transferring it to another map as Nome. So it became Nome. Instead of name ? Nome, Alaska.
What about the people who live there? They didn't know it was there?
There's a town in Northern California called
I know what the hell the name of this town.
I can't think of it. I want to tell a good story. Now I can't think of the name of that.
Oh, I can't think of the name of this town.
Hippie Long, there's a 61 or 62 Dark on Facebook out here with a 440 Fresno Marketplace. 61 and 62 Darks were a lot different than each other. A 61 Dart was a full-size car. A 62 Dart was the first B body. And a 63 Dart was the first A body. So in 3 years, they went from a full-size car to a mid-size car to a small car. I think that's pretty funny.
That's what you think is funny?
I think it's amazing they did that. Name games. Oh, Hippie Long says, or it's a Valiant. Oh, God, it's a 62 Valiant, a 61 or 2 Valiant. Oh, with a 440 in it? That's like Don's car. One-Eyed Cat's car. He's got a 62 Valiant with a 440. And, I mean, there isn't an inch of space anywhere around that engine. But it's a fast car.
Get in there. Really fucking.
Hippie Long, I got a 1,500 square foot house and a 1,700 foot garage. Well, that's pretty good.
I already.
Tavo, is that $500,000 Australian or $500,000 US? Oh, yeah, you wrote $500,000 Aussie pesos, Australian dollars. So it's about the same price. Danny Boyd, I think my house is 1,500-ish square feet. Maybe 0.04 acre lot. Oh, that's a small lot. 0.04? This is like 4.5 acres here, but most of it, it's either trees and everything around the house and around this, but the rest of it's just grass. I let a farmer. There's a farmer. He cuts it for me. We kind of made a deal. He cuts it. It starts getting real tall. He bales it up and he feeds his animals with it, but he cuts it for me. So it's just a straight off trade, you know. And then Kim likes to go out there and drive around on it. There.
I don't like it when I romp around them.
As long as you don't tear ditches in it.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim, are you gonna keep working for a while, or what you doing?
I don't know. You kept talking, so.
Well, because you were shutting down and came over here and sat down. I thought we were gonna wrap it up, but now you're working again. So now I'm asking. You don't know. Okay.
Are you enjoying the time? If you're having a good time.
I don't know. Hey, we got one of these things over here. This work?
Yeah.
Oh, this one works. Most of those don't do anything. Trying to light the fire over there. No flame. Danny Boyd's wife is from Tip City. Oh, I see. He's saying wife is from Tip City, so trying to go that way. Lots of new warehouses in the country, though. Inner city. I don't know where these places are because I was not from that end of the state. Use these to strip wire. Oh man. Oh. What kind of tool is this? Watch. See that? Where is it? Where's the toolbox? That is a flame. This is a lighter. Like to light a cigarette, except this actually it's the light like down inside a fireplace or something. Hippie Long, I'm 1/3 acre. 1/3 acre in Fresno. Wow. Especially near the airport. Do you want to be near an airport? Are you a pilot? Hair remover.
Yeah, look for that too.
Yeah. Kim gave me a pretty good haircut today, so my hat fits back on, and I don't have this mop on my head anymore. What's 180 square meter in square feet? That's the size of my house on a half acre. I'm not able to do that one in my head. Maybe somebody with a converter. There's a little utility I use that's on my computer in the house. It's called Convert. It has all that stuff. Simple little program. So good. Mexican Spec says, good night, all. Mrs. Spec is finally making dinner. Oh, wow. Dean Stevenson says, multiply by 10.764. You have 180 square meters. That's the size of your house. Reach 6,350 square feet. That is an enormous house. That's a hotel. Feliz Navidad. I think he's saying good night and Merry Christmas to Mexican Spec. Adios. Adios, Mexican Spec. Dean Stevenson, my house is 1,399.32 Freedom units. You could just say 1,400 square feet.
Give me one.
Savo, oops, wrong calculation. Make that 1,640. Wow.
Sorry, I gotta make
1,640 square feet. Yeah, that's a normal size house. I think ours is about 1,500 something. Oh, you're welding again? Did you turn the gas back on? Yeah, don't weld without the gas.
Yeah, it spits real bad when you do it. Good, throw the thing on.
Dennis says, I live on the South Flight Path and I-75. So you do want to be near an airport? Let's see here. Here, I'll put it on 2 cameras. Kim's got something clamped together there she's going to weld. Oh, yours is bigger than mine.
That's what she said.
Okay, Kim, are you going to make that gasket too hot, my seal?
Hold it away.
Okay. Because, I mean, at some point we should probably peel that thing off. The last house I rented was 79 square meters. That's what 500,000 pesos would buy. 79 square meters. Okay, I already forgot the. Ooh. That was reflecting off my screen. I got to put my hand up to block the welding. Yes, I had a girlfriend in the late 80s, last name Harris, was a Supergirl. Supergirl! Like Superman. Where'd the smoke come from? Were you welding or the machine?
Where I'm welding.
Okay, are we still going to be able to get to the side marker lights and the tail lights?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because there's gonna be hatches here. These are gonna be removed. You can get into there.
Sweet says Supergirl is coming to theaters in 2026.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
That's his old girlfriend.
You can go back to.
Go back to what?
I don't know. You don't want this camera.
No, what I want to do is let everything cool off. That's what I was doing. I wanted everything to cool off so we could go. Heated it back up, so we're going to wait a little bit just to make sure everything's okay. Dennis says, I had a bright metallic green Pontiac Firebird Formula, Krager side pipes. Ari! Wow! And he's saying Turbo del Campo.
Hey.
Kim, where is that thing? Where is it? See this? Ari, see this? This is a steel plate that Kim is making for the turbo. This will have a hole cut in it. It's a flange for to do it.
Where's the turbo?
Oh, you're knocking things over.
The turbo speed.
Well, I was thinking about the manifolds, but okay. Or maybe it's all in there. Oh, yeah. See this?
Here's the turbo.
Yeah, this will be a flange, and it will go right here.
Turbo
but it needs to be finished.
Okay, and then I will bring the camera back on just for us.
Just gonna bring the camera back on for Ari.
He knows what's up.
Okay, so she shut the camera off already, but she's going to turn it back on.
Turn it back on.
It's going to be a couple minutes to get that
rolling.
rolling.
It's not going to be minutes. It's just going to be a moment.
Borberg and turbo mount flange, yes.
Yep. And right here on the floor, it was either this or the bed tonight. I'm trying the bed.
Yeah, we decided to work on the truck bed instead of the turbo. Because we're going to drive this first. We're going to finish the body work on it, make sure it's okay, before we go and start changing the turbo.
Maybe.
Because I don't want to have two projects on the same car going at the same time. I want to finish one before we go to the other one. But we can make parts for the turbo part. But what is this? Danny Boyd says, would have liked to see that. I knew Tony Mantia's yellow Trans Am license plate. I eat Z's. I eat Z's.
Oh, lost it there.
Okay, so there we are, and that slant six head there is an old slant six head we're using for a some kind of a jig.
Yeah, but the trick piece right here is these are brazed on it. Can you see what's going on here?
Yeah, sort of.
The manifolds are split.
Yeah, that manifold's split.
They're brazed here together. That's all one piece now, and then I'm gonna
show it from the side so we can see how the expansion joint works. Oh, I used that bad word, but the YouTube won't find it. Because we found if you use the word expansion joint, there's a bad word in there, and they won't put your.
You can't see the expansion.
Yeah, but if it doesn't make sense. You turn it to the side and you figure out how it works. We'll turn the head to the side, not the camera.
Can't. It's heavy.
Oh, we'll just have to tip it a little. Okay, whatever. Catch her for mousing. Oh, she's coming in for a landing now. It's like a helicopter ride. Okay, see how that... Oh, yeah, you're really showing it now. See how that expansion joint's going to work?
And see, these are brazed onto the manifold, so it goes from cast to mild steel, so I can make weld.
Yeah, see, we brazed that steel piece on there. That steel thing, so she can put that flange on there. Ari says, do you guys need any slant six parts? I have some stuff lying around still. What about that engine? Do you still have that whole engine? Aren't you going to put that in your car? Dean Stevens, expansion. The man who had expanded is pretty out there. Song by the fall.
Okay. Take it off of this so I can set this down.
Okay.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
Burnby, what is that thing? Is that? What is that? Base? I don't know what that is. Harry says that came out really clean. Silicon bronze is the answer. Yep, that's what we did. It's actually not brass, it's bronze. Yeah, I bought the expensive stuff. But and then we heated the manifold over there on our wood stove and got it, I don't know, what was it, like 500 C, something like that. And then, it's probably 400 C. And then we got it up on a table real quick and then really heated that whole end and brazed that on there and then put it right back on top of the wood stove and let it cool over a long period of time. So and I've done that with cast iron a lot and had pretty good luck with it. Although some people tell me that wasn't the way to do it, but I've had pretty good luck with it, so I do it. I think we'll be okay. Dean Stevenson, 2 cats in the yard. Harry says, that's so cool. Well, it was Kim. It's Kim's plan, but my brazing.
Yeah, I made him do the brazing.
I like brazing. I've done a lot of brazing over the years with things. Very good. Actually, I have to renew my passport first. What's that about?
He wants to see it, Ari.
Oh, can I swing by in the morning? Oh, okay. I'm starting to feel cooler, and it's actually warming up in here, which probably means, yeah, cats keep the vermin down. Yeah, we lost our cat, and Ari's cat looks just about like our cat. Yeah, my cat was Powerglide, and I think something happened to him, or to her.
Powerglide got demonetized.
That was over a year ago. We lost Powerglide. Yeah, I miss my cat. Yeah, cats think we're the wild animals. Yeah, I don't know what cats think. I know they know. I know what they know. The food comes from us. Because they'll be your best friend when they're hungry. As soon as they eat, they're like, they just look at you like, I don't need you. I have stock slant 6 pistons clutch. 3-arm style, not diaphragm. Okay, a single barrel intake. Oh, you see what's up behind me? Right up. See right up above my finger right there? You see that right there? You know what that is? That's a Super 6 2-barrel now. Oh, Grant and Shucks here. Hey, Buff and Kim. How's it? Oh, did you shut that camera back
You're
off?
doing good. I did.
Oh, I wanted to show.
It's put away now. It's completely disconnected.
I want to show the inside of this bed to everybody, but I guess it's too late. All humans are wild animals. Yeah, we are.
But we will have more about it in the next time.
People come in here when we're doing. This was a 2-hour live that's now 3 hours and 1 minute. Actually, we started early, so it's longer than that. But it's over 3 hours. We're 3 hours into a 2-hour live. And people are just showing up, so it's like, I hate to bail on them. Candy boy, just because we learned to build our own caves. Luis says, yep, it's very late. Oh, yeah, it's probably later. What time is it where you are, Luis? Like 1 o'clock in the morning? I'm trying to picture where Venezuela is compared to the U.S., and I know it's further east. So what time zone are you in? You're 3 hours later? What time is it there right now? Super 6 air cleaners. You do have a Super. What's that air cleaner that's got all that those ashes in it? I thought it said Super 6 on it. Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
No, that's a single barrel.
You know who does have? I've seen in Mexican spec cars sometimes.
No, we don't have any of the ones for the 2-barrel carburetors.
No. I guess we don't. Okay, so Lee says it's 2:02 there. Okay, so you're 2 hours difference because it's midnight here. So it's 12:02 here, and it's 2:02 there. So you are, what do we call that? Atlantic Standard Time, because that's like just outside the U.S. That's like kind of like Eastern Canada. Dean Stevens says cats were domesticated 5,000 years ago.
Ari has one, and it's sitting in storage with the linkage.
Cats domesticated people 5,000 years ago. Yeah, I think that's right.
That's a desirable piece, Ari. I don't know if it's a valuable piece, but it's a desirable piece.
For the right person.
Yeah.
It's a desirable piece. Right. Well, see, this car, this Valiant right here that we're working on, the one that it's going to be the Ute, it has a slant 6 in it that we built, and it's got an aluminum 2-barrel manifold in it, and it's got a Ford, what do they call it thing? An Autolite 2-barrel on it. Man, does it run nice. Man, does this car run nice. I drove it today.
I ported the head.
Oh, yeah, she ported the head. It's got a cam in it that's like 2,000 to 4,000 RPM range kind of cam. And it's just a nice running slant. I have so much cool
right. It has
a
cam in it too.
I have to build that car. Well, so you still have the car? Ari, you still have the car, right?
You got to chip away at it a little at a time, Ari.
Ari, I haven't seen you much. So what's going on? You still working on the German cars? Still working on the Audis and all that stuff? That
My
job?
hair is such a mess. Chaotic.
I think he's been pretty busy because he used to be in all these live shows and now he's not in them so often. So my thought is he's probably busy. He goes, I do. Yeah, I miss your lives too, man. You used to have those lives and I was always in those things. Fomoco's naming convention cracks me up.
The Auto Light. Oh. Yeah.
Well, Autolite or Motorcraft, it used to be the same thing, and now they're different. I don't know what they are. Dog says, they feed me and take care of me. They must be gods. Yep, I know this. Cat says, they feed me and take care of me. I must be a god. Yep. I've heard that before. Danny Boy, what kind of name is Edsel anyway? Oh, Edsel, that's a real sad story because it was Henry Ford's son. I'm sure you know the story.
Yeah, but why would they name anybody Edsel in the first place?
Well, it's many years ago. It was, in the early 1900s. Maybe, was Edsel born in the late 1800s or early 1900s? And he became the president of Ford Motor Company after Henry Ford, but he died young. He died, during World War II. And then, so Henry Ford became president of Motor Company again. And then he died in 1947. And that's when grandson, Henry Ford II, which they called Hank the Deuce, took over. And he was a young man at the time. But Edsel died. You read about him, he's a pretty cool guy. And he was kind of born into he was expected to take over the company. And Edsel was a lot more of an artist kind of guy that got into body design and all that kind of thing. And Henry Ford wasn't into that so much. And he was more of an engineer on running gear. And there were things that Edsel Ford wanted to do that Henry Ford kind of let him do. But it was because of Edsel Ford that they got kind of cool body designs. Worked with, what was his name? Who was the designer that came in about 1936? Designed all those cars, like from 36 up through like the 40 Ford and all that. I should know his name. Anyway, and then, then they named a car after him. And sadly, he's remembered because of that. This is Ford Pinto 71 through 80. Henry Ford was a frugal engineer. Henry Ford, look at that. The first V8 that was a single casting, it looks old now, but that flathead Ford was around for many, many years as a race engine. Pretty cool thing, Oh, Kim just went outside. I bet she just went to get wood. Why do we need to replace the flathead? Yeah, it became in the Y block, which wasn't around much. Very good. I like how cats always have that super serious look on their faces, even when they're having fun. I really like cats. Let's see, his best mate was Edison. Oh. So it had to be a battery name. Yeah, not Tesla. Tim, what'd you do? Bring wood in?
Yeah.
I kind of thought that's what you were doing, but I wasn't sure. How's the fire look?
Oh, it's burned out a lot.
Well, it actually warmed up 2 degrees or 4 degrees in here tonight, and now it's gone back down 1. So it's 73 in here, which is amazing for this time of year.
Yeah, we had a nice day.
Oh, it's so nice today. It is 63 degrees, and just a few days ago it was 9 degrees Fahrenheit, just miserable cold. And to have a 63-degree day, we had this car outside. We were out there transferring fuel around. And Kim had that bed outside, welding it because it has it's galvanized, and you can't do that inside. And it had just enough of a breeze that it was blowing most of the nastiness away, although she was not feeling good, so she thinks she partially poisoned herself. I hope not. Who was the designer that worked with Edsel Ford? Oh, I should know his name. Who knows his name? This is going to be a few points when somebody comes up with that name. It's like right there, I can almost say it, but I can't say it. The chat has just stopped.
Really?
I don't know what's going on. Well, sometimes it does that, and then it goes, and then it's like it all comes in at once. So I don't know. I didn't even leave this property from Sunday night till yesterday afternoon. Danny boy. Okay. Man, it's like it's right there in my brain, and I can't quite say the name. Josh Holman, not me. My brain is getting to the point I can't pull up names anymore.
Well, it's not fun to talk about that.
It just saddens me that I know who this guy is, and I can't pull the name.
Well,
I'm hoping somebody just says the name, but nobody's coming up with it. Nobody's coming up with it.
Use Chat GPT.
Chat GPT. Yeah, that'll be like 85% wrong. Although it might pull that name up. I don't know what happened to the chat. It just stopped. It's like the engine stalled. Ooh, no chat. Not moving. Maybe it's some slowness. Bell? Danny Boyd goes, Bell? It's like I can see the guy's face in front of me. I know what he looks like. He worked for Ford for a long time, and then he started designing boats again. He had been a guy that did boats, then he worked for Ford and did like the 36 Ford and all those Fords after that, the 40 Ford. Man, the guy was a design genius, and then he went back to doing boats. Like yachts, that kind of thing. Who are we trying to think of? The designer that worked with Edsel Ford in the 30s and the 40s. You got it. Lester LeSabre got it. Bob Gregory. I could not think of that. Bob Gregory.
All right, you get 5 points.
Lester, you get 5 points.
That's a lot of points.
Good job.
I didn't give away any other points tonight.
And Danny Boyd says Chris Kraft. And then Dean Stevens.
That's a boat.
That's a boat because I said he designed boats afterwards. And then Dean Stevenson's like way off track. Okay, very good. Our family had a black cat in the 60s and into the 70s. His name would be seen as very inappropriate these days, and rightly so. Yeah, my cat was Power Glide, which just fits a cat so well. And then Danny Boyd says, never heard of him? You never heard of Bob Gregory? Yeah, and Dean Stevenson says his designs were awesome. Yeah, like the 36 Ford is just one of my favorites. The 40 Ford was one of my favorites. He did a lot of that stuff. And it's just Just amazing. Kim, you got to use the bellows to get that going again.
Oh yeah, it was burned out.
Dean Stevenson said derailed Buffdale Campo. Man, I didn't know it was burned down that far. Well, it's so nice and warm in here. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, if you want to read about a guy, Bob Gregory and Edsel Ford worked together a lot, and and other people are around that knew those two guys. You read about them, and it's kind of interesting stuff. Danny Boyd says my dad's first car was a 40 Ford, maybe a 41. 41 was a completely different car. 40 was really cool. My father's first car, I think it was a 39 Ford, because that's what I always told when I was a kid. But later on, he told me it was a 39 Mercury. So I never saw that car, so I really don't know what it was. It was a black car, and it was a 39 Ford or a 39 Mercury, don't know which. And then he had a 46 Chevy for a while. And then he bought his first new car. It's a 53 Ford. And that's the first car I ever rode in. It was less than a year old. I rode in a 53 Ford with a flathead in it. My father bought a brand new car with a flathead. That seems crazy to me. Flathead Ford. Man. Dennis says, my cat, Mr. Biscuits, one of the greatest cats on four paws. That's a pretty good name, just Mr. Biscuits. Granddad's drunk, but he had the Valiant out today. It's probably warm down there where you are. It actually warmed up here. It's pretty nice. It's really nice. Louis says, my grandmother, she got a 40 Buick, I guess. 40 Buick. Rosura? I don't know how to pronounce that properly.
I'm going to let this start warming up.
Is it going?
Get one more little bag.
Is it going?
Yeah. I'm going to get a couple more pieces.
You going to get more wood? Okay, Kim's going out to get more wood. She passed away in 2019. Sorry to hear that. That's when my father passed away. My father was 91. And he's very good at here. Power glide. Yeah, power glide's a transmission, but yeah, my father was 91. He had a pretty long life, I guess. I hope I make it to 91. I don't know. I'm 71 right now. Shall I light up the Studebaker just for the fun of it? Make sure it still works? It does work.
You light up the Studebaker?
I lit up the Studebaker just to see if it still works. I didn't check it. Yeah, well, I didn't leave it on for long. Danny Boyd says my dad made it to 66. Ooh. And Chunk White, didn't Ford increase the main bearings and the flathead? A stronger bottom end would have handled more power. I don't know. They were, all those other cars would come out overhead valve V8s, and Ford by then had an overhead valve 6, and I think they just could see what they needed to do, and they did the Y block. 54, 55, 56, 57. So 4-year run there when they came out with the FE, which was a hell of an engine, compared. I mean, the difference between the FE and the FE and the flathead was just huge move forward. And that was only 4 years. Okay, so Tavo says to light up the Studebaker because he sent money. So the Studebaker's up. Thank you, sir.
Tavo sent us a donation. Tavo, you're too generous. You're always
And you can see Kim over there with the wood stove, but she might be dancing over here in a minute. So Kim's going to do a dance. The Studebaker's lit up, and Kim's doing a dance. So thank you, sir. Danny boy, I didn't build these cars for people to hot rod. Did you say that? Oh, boy, did you just crash?
No. Do that? Okay,
Gene Stevenson, because the 136, 221, 239, and 255 4 was too small to fit bigger small ends. FE.
Thank you, Mr. Tavo.
Danny Boyd, FE says, fucking. I really like FE engines because those were what we called the big blocks, because all we had were Y blocks when the FE came out. Man, what a great engine that was. And I could take the early 390s, we bored them 80,000s, put 406 pistons in them. We still had a cast crank, but we had a 406 cubic inch engine. You used the good heads and a good cam, like a 406 cam, and the 3 2-barrels on it. What a nice engine that was. The only thing I didn't have was a steel crank, but man, I like those. Put that in a 57 Ford wagon, we had a car.
Put that in the wagon. Put that in the wagon and smoke.
Well, I was thinking of 4 main crank, even 5 mains. Yeah, they were. What was a flathead? 3 main bearings? I think it was 3 main bearings. Yeah, 3 main bearings and 2-bore center 4-pitch. It was, it was quite an engine though, because any V8s before that were not a one-piece block. But Henry Ford figured all that out. Did a pretty good job on it. That engine was around, 32 was the first year, and it was produced at least in the U.S. all the way to 53, and I think down under 54, and maybe some other places.
I come from the land down under.
Yeah, maybe even longer than that in some other places.
I come from the land down under.
And then, what's his name? Duntov did the Arden heads, which made it into a Hemi. That was really something. There weren't a lot of those. There were some.
I come from the land down under.
I agreed, I think. And in France till 83. Is that true? Oh, what they put them in some trucks or vans or something there? You're right, the flathead is still a very nice engine. Did they that's what I was thinking. It was in France in some military vehicles or something.
You come from France?
Isn't that crazy?
Maybe. Boy, that sounds like a stove. I wonder if I left the door open.
You leave that door open?
Yeah.
You left the door open on the wood stove?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I wondered if you get some heat in it. It's going now.
Okay. Well, that'll keep it from, that'll just kind of maintain some warmth in here during the night.
Well, yeah, and I'll have coals in the morning, whereas if I just let it burn out now, it's too soon to let it burn out. It'll
Gene Stevenson, the French troop carriers had a 239 flatheads. We see. I don't know what Pussy is. Arden OH overhead valve head for the Ford Flathead V8 was a great upgrade. Yeah, wasn't it it was a Hemi, wasn't it? I think it was. I think it was a Hemi head, but I'm not sure.
Couldn't be a Hemi head because the valves are in the block.
No, it was an aftermarket head that bolted on there
that had valves
the Arden
in it?
heads. And see, it was Duntov, who ended up being GM with the Corvette and all that, but he did the Arden heads was whatever his first name was. I can't pronounce it. Duntov, and he designed those heads for the Flathead Ford, so they were like a Hemi head Flathead Ford conversion. Very good. What I like about Chrysler engines, they commonly came with steel cranks, including slant sixes till '76. Yeah, this has a steel crank, doesn't it? And so does yours.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is that one that Tony carved the shit out of it.
Yeah, these are both steel cranks.
They're both steel cranks.
He didn't carve that much of it. He just dressed up the flash.
I said to him, "What about the balance?" He goes, "Don't worry about the balance. Don't worry about the balance. This thing runs. There, you can't. I know what an out of balance engine feels like. This feels fine, so I'm not worried about it."
You're never gonna rev that engine high enough for the balance to matter.
Yeah, this thing. Yeah, slant six got such a long stroke. It's not a revving engine anyway. And the way I drive this thing, little pickup truck around, it might see 3,500 RPM a few times. It's high gear.
Well, I mean, when you get going, if you want to go 65 up a hill, you might have it up to 4,500 just to cruise.
What, like in second gear or something?
No, sometimes it's just well, I don't know what gear the rear end gear is.
It's pretty high.
With the little tires on it, though. It's got 13-inch tires on the back of it right now.
Dean Stevens says that it's still a banned engine block for Bonneville Land speed drifting. No French. What is this that's banned? What, the French version of it or what? I don't know. Louis says, "Okay, I'm going to sleep. See you in Tuesday." Well, good night, and yeah, we'll definitely be here Tuesday night.
Yeah.
How about Aussie made falling over sixes? Well, falling over sixes. That's the slant six. Cast iron cranks were cheap.
I mean, the thing of it is,
very good. I gotta go.
Very few people damage the cast iron cranks are strong enough. The slant six's bottom end was not a problem.
Very
it was
good.
Never the problem.
Very good. It says he has to go forage for food.
Oh, okay.
I can see him outside with a sickle. What are you doing?
That's why
cutting my food.
That's why they cheapened the cranks up to be the cast iron crank, because the steel crank, they never needed steel cranks. The steel crank was never a weakness in that engine, and the cast cranks were so much lighter, and they were still very durable. They really did not weaken the engine that much by putting it, and they took a bunch of metal out of the blocks too, and they were still overbuilt because the block was designed to be an aluminum block. So there's a lot more meat in the whole design from the start.
Those things are all gone.
Because they had corrosion problems.
They had huge corrosion problems.
Yeah.
And that was, what, 60, 65 years ago?
There's still some around.
And Dean says that Duntop Hemi head was copied from the, I don't know how to pronounce that properly. I always thought it was Talbot, but I guess it's Talbot or something. Lago T26 Hemi head. But we got rid of the whole engine in 1970. Boat anchors. What, the slant or the? How long did they, or do they still make this, the inline 6-cylinder Hemi? What is that noise? Is that an aircraft?
Yeah.
That is something big. I'm going to find.
You've got to see what kind of aircraft
I got to see what that is. Something huge going over us. It's that. It's a Bell 407 helicopter, Air Evac. How high are they? They're going 134 knots. They say they're at 2,900 feet. Oh, big. That's loud for being as high as they are. But they're flying along pretty good. See, I got a thing here I can look at. For Aussie slants made in Oz. I thought they may have been imported from America. I do not know. Tabo says C5. C5, like an aircraft. I worked on C5s some in the Air Force. Rode all over the place in C5s. Traveled all over the place in C5As. I don't hear any helicopters. It went over. It was higher than I thought it was. It sounded low, but it wasn't. But I sure heard it.
It was buzzing very loud coming up on us.
It's moving along pretty quickly. Let's see here. Barracuda. 3-plug engines were U.S. sourced.
Freeze plugs.
Oh, the freeze plugs. Okay. Were U.S. sourced. Lonsdale Foundry started in 1967. The slant was Australian made and cast for a few years. Crank was downgraded to cast in 67.
I did not know they had them that early.
Then the blue CKS, cranks were made for a few years export South African engines. So the South African engines came from Australia. But what about the Hemi 6-cylinders? Do they still make them, or did they stop? Or I don't know the history on them. I just know what they look like now, and I've seen them. And Tabo's got them. Just something we never got here. It's crazy. The engineering was done here, but we never got them.
Kevin's here.
They finished them down there and put them in Aussie cars, and we never got them. Kevin's back. Guess that's why the slant is so bulletproof.
It's pretty strong. The design was good.
Kim, where are you going?
I need some air. The air tastes bad in here.
The air tastes here. Oh, you're poisoned from. She got the welder on some galvanized material and it's not feeling good. Travels. So South Africa then cast their own slant 6s, which they used until the end of the Valiant, which I don't know when that was there. Barracuda. So my 66 BC would have a steel crank. Yeah, it's funny. I always wanted a steel crank for my FE engines. I never had a steel crank until I got a slant 6. Then I got a steel crank.
Running pretty good once warmed up.
Burn B says C7 is greater than C6. C7 is greater than C6. Dean Stevens, early on, yes. Then the South Africans did a full engine casting after 1970. The Hemi was U.S. minted, then Australian made in 69 in VFX 215, 245, 265. Great engine. Yeah, but when did they stop making it, or do they still make it? Or I doubt they still make it. Yeah, what would they put it in? And did they put it in anything other than cars? Did it ever go in boats or industrial applications or anything? It just seems like such a great engine, and then let's see, that chair sitting there looks like y'all moved the wheelbase back. That's what it looks like. Oh, because the chair's sitting there. Now I get what you mean. We'll fix that problem. Kevin says on my phone. Mike N, sorry guys, had to something. Dean Stevenson, South Africans made their own A-bodies, then used imported upper body VH, VJ, VK, CL body parts with 225 slant 6 engines in 1, 2, and 4 barrel form until 78. That's right, they put 4 barrels on them, didn't they? Did you ever have 4 barrels on them in Australia? Because we never had that here. Oh, Kevin says my phone screen is tiny. Bravo, cars, trucks, stationary engines, concrete agitators, and marine versions. Okay, so they made them, put them in everything. Yeah, we never got any. Well, I know of one up here it was for sale a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if it's still for sale. It was an old Chrysler Ute that kind of looks like the fins in the back look like our 56 Plymouth. The front looks like a older Chrysler. And there's one of those up here.
How much did they want for that?
I'm thinking it was like $3,000.
Really? Where was it at? North Carolina or something?
Yeah, it was over like North Carolina or South Carolina, somewhere over there.
You say it was ratty?
It had some rust on it. It was not gone. I mean, it was going to take some work to bring it around to nice, but okay. Hey, Dean, you are a walking encyclopedia. Clark forklifts had slant 6 engines. We had one of those when I was in the Air Force. The 4-barrel was South African exclusive, but the 245, 250 E34 had a 4-barrel. Ross Russa.
The dealership sold that Hyperpack 4-barrel.
Royal-based Wayfarer. Yeah, there's one of those for sale in the U.S. I don't know if it's still for sale. A couple of weeks ago, it had been for sale for a while. Kevin Smith, Buff, can you measure the wheelbase on the Del Campo for me? I don't want to order the wrong model kit. I think it's 111.
Was it 111 or 113?
No, it's either 108 or 111. I think it was 111.
Yeah.
Do I have a tape here? Do I have a tape here? I don't know where the tape is.
I had it. Okay.
You had it somewhere. We are going to measure it. Tawa says 108. I don't remember. We measured it one other time, but I don't remember. 108 is the same as the original Mustang. And I think it was 3 inches longer now, but I'm not sure. What happened to that?
You want metric? I got metric.
No, I don't want metric. This is an inches car, not a metric car.
You want the smart end or the dumb end?
I want the smart end. Okay, go to start heading out. Go to the center of the hub. Can you go to the center of the hub? Tavo's right. It's 108. It's 108 inches, man.
And it's got the downy swoop comes back.
They can't see what you're talking about. You're gonna have to. Oh, what made that noise?
It's got
that thing swoops down.
The downy swoop.
And the Australian one, that thing goes up and over the wheel well.
Different swoopiness.
It's different swoopiness.
And it's got the fuel door. You're gonna have to fabricate. Fuel door.
Yeah, we put the fuel door there because the Valiant has a cap that screws on. So we did that. So that'll be fun.
You're gonna have a hell of a time trying to actually fabricate this.
Granddad Shunk says a lot of interesting information. Type it in chat because I can't hear. Uh-oh. Oh, he's on his phone. This guy's phone turned on. You need an earpiece. Oh, God. We have to type everything now. 108. Kevin Ferrari. Okay, you know what we need to do?
Go.
We need to go. We're going to say goodnight, everybody, because we're 3 hours and 37 minutes into a 2-hour live because we were having fun. But it's time to shut the fun down. And we'll be back on Tuesday night, the early show, where we'll show a bunch of pictures. Yeah. Tuesday. you want me to stop streaming?
Well, let me say thank you to our moderators and guests for all your comments, for your encouragement to keep us going on the project. It's going really well. It's very well received, and that feels good because it's a lot of work. We keep trying to keep things rolling along, so hopefully you're enjoying it, and we look forward to the World of Woodchip. We're
saying goodbye right now.
Goodbye.
We're still here.
But
we stuck around. We were having
made
so much
it to
fun.
the end. You get 3 points for staying, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
We were having too much fun.